rough this week. It was
See, y'all
Valentine's Day
like
and wifey's birthday, dog.
Woo! Yeah,
Pockets is
That's when you hit wifey. You get one or the other. You want Valentine? You want Valentine's or you want birthday?
No, Valentine's Day used to throw that egg.
I forgot to put the chat on here. Hold on, let me fix it real quick.
Already fucking up.
Hey, bruh. Hey, this is a quick fix. It ain't like the olden days when we was lagging all the time.
Yo, the Google
Live and lagging.
Yo, shout out to Kofi. I was on his podcast. Actually, Ricky came through too. The Press Start podcast. Yo, I was like, send me the invite. I'm like, what, nigga? Like that? I was so confused. I was like, Google Hangouts. I forgot all about that.
Google Hangout, easy, man.
Yo, I forgot all about. I didn't even know they still did it, bro.
I was like, yeah,
most people do it.
I didn't know that still existed. Like, to be honest with you, I just thought niggas
like,
just did it Discord or
that,
Skype. Yeah, I thought niggas was just doing it on Skype or Discord, but shout out to that nigga in this podcast. The shit was fun.
Trying to pull up the chat on here so
damn,
I can see.
that's the first comment I see.
What up, mods? What up, everybody? We live.
Can we not start banning people?
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we not ban people if they don't think that Black Panther is like a movie for the culture and all that today? Can we not do that?
Don't ban nobody for having like
fucking
I perceive as a harmless opinion about something.
It's a super harmless opinion.
People start getting disrespectful.
Just don't start saying stupid shit though.
Yeah. But
yeah, don't spoil no shit for the nigga.
Like,
oh yeah, spoilers, yo. You spoil, you getting blocked. We don't play spoilers. No, we don't do that.
I already know.
You already know.
Out here spoiling.
Although my nigga Killmonger did have like one of the hardest lines of 2018 though.
Woo, don't say nothing. You getting blocked too.
Yeah.
I told you this is profit already.
Nah, nobody knows what he said, dog.
Rick, I'm gonna need to stop co-signing in the back though.
Nah, I'm not co-signing Michael B. Jordan.
Why he call you out like that?
I'm not co-signing Michael B.
Y'all got until Sunday before I start airing all type of shit, nigga. So y'all better see that movie.
Nah, they got until after this podcast because I'm gonna start tweeting shit.
I'm about to block your ass now.
For Wakanda. I'm like, oh, shit sounded legit as fuck. He said I'm blocked.
They're gonna do a sequel, by the way.
Y'all seen that Wale was in the movie? Did y'all peep that?
What?
Yeah, he was.
What was he doing? Just
he was dancing. No,
he's dancing. That's all he's
videos.
Yeah, no. Like, I'm dead ass serious, yo. Like that nigga Wale was really in the. He had a camera.
All in the videos, dancing.
Hey, academics said Wale was sending them text messages at 5 in the morning to my Joe can't save you and all, and all this ridiculous stuff.
Yo, I seen that shit, bro. That nigga Wale really be in his feelings. I don't even want to talk about it no more before he come at GMG.
Yo,
I thought about something. Has he even dropped anything lately?
Yeah, his skills. Yeah, on music.
His record label dropped his ass. His record label just dropped him.
Sorry, man.
Damn.
What? But no, he's still thinking that. Never mind, man.
It's like Wale is in a very since we talked about it, Wale is in such a bad situation because it's like he's so gifted, talented.
He can rap.
And he really can spit, but he's always going to be compared to the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, and his class is just better than him. But
I don't even think
not only are they better than him, do they sell way more than him, but he doesn't let people. He lets people know it. He'd be like, "Yo, man, I wasn't fair." Like he came out with songs saying like, "I ain't have Jay-Z on my verse," like shit like that. So he's kind of bitter, to be honest.
You had Rick Ross though.
Ain't no Jay-Z.
I mean, he's not Jay-Z, but Rick Ross is still a big.
There's a lot of shit that happened behind closed doors. A lot of shit.
Wale he's a victim.
I thought he was stubborn. I honestly thought he was
victim of circumstance, cause like.
Well, yeah.
The thing about it,
because even Big Sean is like that too. Like niggas really don't appreciate Sean either.
Big Sean spit.
He
kind of fell off in my opinion.
I mean, every year.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in general, like people don't give him credit either. Like they
don't give credit to Wale.
Yeah, they refuse to give. I mean, the only niggas that get credit is Kendrick Lamar and fucking J. Cole.
He said Wale is goose juice.
Big Sean can rap his ass off.
But he could definitely spit, except when he says dumb shit like I'm playing tricks with the pussy. I call her a magician. Like that shit was dumb.
Every rapper has lines like that, though.
Yeah, Wayne is known for lines.
But Lil Wayne just said, "I got the science on the gun." That bitch go like, "Nigga, what?"
That's not even the worst possible.
It's not the worst.
Yeah, that's not even.
Hold up.
He said my mouth stinks because I
who's
talk
that nigga?
shit.
Gutter. I got her, nigga. Grocery bag.
That was trash. Yo, that was garbage, dog.
Grocery bag. Yo, you know how they say that last word and then they end the verse?
Yeah,
they killed it. Like, they killed that shit, right?
Grocery bag. Get your motherfucking ass out
I guarantee everybody in there that said, like, nigga, did you really just say that? Alright, we gonna put that bitch out.
Shout out
to
like,
that's
hot. Legends. He said Blade would body Black Panther in a 1v1 street fight. Come at me, Blade, all day.
I don't know if he would.
Why we gotta pin them two? Like, why we doing
Why can't they both be great?
But what would Blade do to Black Panther?
One of the people didn't pay taxes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Ricky
y'all know.
Ricky was
one of them people.
Wesley Snipes on Twitter about his taxes.
One of them people. And out of the two, one of them niggas got trillions worth of dollars.
Yeah, that's about to say it too.
So
I ain't gonna lie, that's not happening. That's a good conversation, but that's not Blade.
I don't know what Blade's
not fucking with.
Like,
I need to see Spawn come back personally. That's all I want to see come back.
Oh, they are. They're rebooting it. They talked.
Spawn would have a better chance than
I thought that McFarlane didn't come to an agreement yet because they didn't let him have creative control.
I seen something about it recently. They confirmed it. Like the reboot was a thing now.
Huh. I'll have to check that shit out because I want to see that shit again because I like the first one.
Michael John White.
Yeah.
That movie's that's.
I had my nigga John Leguizamo in it. That nigga was funny as shit, bro.
Yo, Mortal 486 donated. Yo, thanks for donations, y'all. As a matter of fact, if y'all in here, could y'all tweet the stream out, like the video, that'll help. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think Blade would be able to do anything.
He said,
yeah, like
double pump, a cheap cheat, or sneaky strategy.
A cheap cheat.
Why is it a cheap cheat?
Because the double pump shotgun is strong as fuck. And if you just switch in between shots, you don't have to reload. Or you don't go through the animation.
What game
it's like you can shoot somebody.
Yeah, what game are you talking about?
I thought you were talking about Battalion.
Yeah. What was that?
What the hell? I gotta stop doing that.
That nigga had to leave. Somebody left after you said Battalion. So you gonna start making fun of my game of the year?
Right. But I actually seen who was it? TBH play that shit. Actually looked pretty interesting.
What?
Hey, as far as like arcade style of shooter, that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. Once we
you gonna
all right, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know my fucking.
I ain't gonna lie. Mute. Whoever just said, what did you say? Was it you, Dub, that said Spawn? Spawn would wash both of them niggas. Like,
yeah, I said Spawn. Yeah, I said Spawn would have a better chance.
Spawn would wash both of them niggas. It's like
I mean, he a demon from hell. What they gonna do to him?
That nigga's a black Ghost Rider.
All right, my mic should be good now. I didn't know it was low. It always does that.
Yo, why am I so damn close to the damn camera?
Ricky, you're fine. You're fine.
No. It wasn't. It was like you had that picture. It was like a picture instead of you.
How Meek Mill still taking a bigger out than Black China? What's going on?
Get the hell out of here.
Yo, Black China and her fucking Geodude ass needs to get out of here, dog. She has a Pokemon ass, yo. That shit's gross as fuck. That shit.
I don't know why you told Onyx
about that. Because he got a rock ass. She got a Machamp.
Onyx would have been okay.
How about Machamp?
I'm surprised you know there's many Pokemon, to be honest.
Why are you surprised? How? Pokemon. How? Anyways, let's go.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen, brother. I'm not gonna let you disrespect me like that. That Black China shit was the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. She made Kim K look amazing, and she was ass. And she definitely made Kim. I'm like, yo, now I see why you beefing with her, nigga, because you trying to learn some skills.
She like a Fantastic Four character, dog, like a separate ass. Just
I don't give a damn how she look. I'm talking about that action or that non-action in that dry ass little flick that came out. That shit was trash. That was literally the worst minute and 30 seconds that I seen. Yeah, we going there, bro. She can't do nothing to save her life. She looked like she was dead.
Look at that Chase face.
Hey, this is not in our last Monster Hunter stream. We was talking crazy, bro.
No, I'm saying Geodude. Let's go.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If I was wondering why I was looking so crazy, it was because everybody was lagging hard as shit on my end.
Now you good. Immortal Technique.
Reggie Knight donated. He said, "Who's your favorite Marvel villain?"
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Back to this shit. I heard what you said, and I respect that question. But look, man, we back on this Black China. Look, bitch, you need some help. Like, real shit, bro. Like, she really need. Like, she made the whole city of DC look bad. Like, somebody else gonna have to come out from DC, another female going to come out and show her how it's done. Cause that shit just pissed me off. That's why I'm mad today.
I was anyway. I ran to the bathroom like I'm ready, and I'm like, oh, that shit ruined my mood.
Lotion all in your hands.
No need for it, dog. I just took a bath.
Bro, you take a bubble. I put a fart noise on that. That bullshit, bro. That shit.
I took a bath.
Anyway,
I laid in the bath with Epsom salt. I was
back to what you said. My bad. Back to the
game train.
All right, look. Favorite Marvel villain. Before we start the show, we about to start the show in a second.
Yo, don't ask that question, yo. You don't remember back in the days when somebody asked, name 5. Yo, name 5 superheroes.
Oh yeah.
No. To be honest though.
That nigga,
it
wasn't.
I was confused. I was
confused. Started naming DC niggas.
Yeah, I was confused. I didn't realize he asked for specifically Marvel. And then after the show, I realized that the only reason I know most of these people is because of either the movies or the games. I don't read comics. I probably reads comics or stuff. So, Anyway,
well, I prefer DC villains personally. So it'd probably be between Carnage and. Would you even classify Magneto as a villain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean technically.
Yo.
Yeah, they're between them two.
Mine would be my nigga Apocalypse, cuz like Apocalypse is just that nigga, bro. My nigga just came down from the future, morphed into everybody, stole their abilities, and built his own squad, nigga. Built his own squad, brought his own angels with him, nigga. Death, War, all them niggas, and Destrid, them niggas.
Pestilence.
I don't have one.
Ultron? Wait, you don't have one?
Nah.
Ultron
fuck it. I mean, why did you actually? You wanted to like see maybe a movie that probably has one of those villains?
No. Reggie Knight donated and he asked that. That wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. I almost forgot to touch on. They was talking about Spawn. Spawn killed God and the devil too.
Yeah, he did.
He would murder anybody.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Shout out to Thunderstruck with the 2 donations. Thank you, bro.
What about? Hold on.
My favorite one is Sabretooth. Because I like him specifically because Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I love his little costume that he had. That shit was dope.
Yo, shout out to Lito's Way. My man said Mr. Sinister. Boy, Sinister knows what the future holds. Boy, Sinister was... That nigga scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. There was something about that Dracula-looking motherfucker that just creeped the shit out of me.
All right, let me go ahead and pull up the...
What about you, Ricky?
No, I said Ultron from Avengers Age of Ultron, but I thought... But I was gonna say something goofy too, but I was like, let me hold back, yo.
I remember that whole situation. There was there was it was basically like a baton of L's, and we just passed it. I remember that. I remember that whole shit vividly. I remember the whole conversation, and that was the day that we realized that shit was wrong. Shit just wasn't right. I know y'all remember the whole shit. Like,
I was gonna say I want Ultron, but I've been. Never mind.
In non-gaming news, McDonald's,
McDonald's,
because that's how Trey said. Shout out to Trey. McDonald's is removing cheeseburgers from the Happy Meals.
Why you laugh like that?
Bro, that nigga Ricky, that first initial laugh, you sounded just like that nigga Heath Ledger in the Joker, bro. Like when that nigga did that first,
oh my man,
just like that nigga.
That's where we at. I don't even eat McDonald's, but as a kid, I look forward to
doing that.
McDonald's. You gonna take the cheese? Like, why do they think they're making their food more healthy, man?
That's such a random.
They're doing it to reduce calories. They're also shrinking the amount of fries you get. I mean, this is like right here. This is basically McFries right here. This is how much you get, right?
Are they reducing the price?
You mean to tell me that y'all gonna give us even less than? I don't eat McDonald's, but y'all gonna give them even less than this?
To be honest, Chase, and we're like one of the only. Well, America's like one of the only countries that allows that portion, that much portion. I mean, we're not used to seeing it. But it's crazy. I don't know how the adjustments.
This many fries is a big portion for kids?
No, that's actually a small in like France.
Well, no, I'm saying that Happy Meals, they're shrinking the Happy Meal fry to smaller than what they have now.
He said that's an unhappy meal.
Bro, I'm gonna just spit out my mic when he just said that shit. Next, they're gonna get rid of toys.
Didn't they get rid of toys too? They started giving people like little keychain shits. They weren't doing it like they used to.
They about to start giving niggas like apps. They about to start giving out
download codes.
Download codes,
McDonald's game apps. That'll be sick.
Cause.
That's funny, yo.
It's funny.
The chocolate milk is gone. Man, what are they doing?
Wait, the chocolate milk is gone.
Man, is that accurate?
I haven't seen chocolate milk at a McDonald's in a while.
Oh, yep.
So.
Dre the truth said they were removing chocolate milk from the Happy Meals and taking the burgers away. So what, you just get nuggets?
What's crazy is
they're gonna give you some lettuce and some nuggets.
What's crazy is they didn't have to remove it. They could have just like reduced, like not even like the size and portion, just made different meals. Why you just got to remove it? Because by choice, it's on the parents. I don't get it. So did they prevent it from getting sued, or they actually no company cares?
A while ago, like years and years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, but the U.S. you can sue people for anything. I mean, there's articles about people burglarizing people and getting injured while robbing somebody, and then suing the person and winning. It's fucking
Let
ridiculous.
that person do that to me, son. Ooh.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times.
Yeah, that's actually happened a few times. Like
you heard about the bag of chips? They sued ladies because the
chips
chips because the chips were more half empty.
Hey, yo, that's facts. I'm all with that.
I do that.
That's facts. Yo, the vending machine chip bags, yo, don't be nothing in them bags.
The dollar bag.
That should be all air, cuz.
It's like this much in it. So the person was suing. You know, I was like, damn, for millions.
I ain't even had that.
Did they win?
Nah, it's ongoing. You know, these cases ain't that yet, especially when it's a big corporate company. Yeah.
I didn't know what happened.
It happened last year during the summer. That shit was funny.
Dairy Queen. So I went to Dairy Queen to get some ice cream, and I was expecting it to be some like fantastic ice cream that I'd never tasted before. It just tastes like ice cream. I was pretty upset. It was good, but I don't know.
Dairy Queen is good, but I don't know.
I didn't even know they sold food. I felt like such an idiot. Bro, we was broke. I couldn't go to Dairy Queen as a kid, so fucking excuse me. I didn't know what they sold.
Like, they had a whole menu. I didn't know what the hell to order.
I didn't know McDonald's sold chicken sandwiches
sauce
15.
A lot of people don't know that. Like, when I worked there, people didn't know that. Like, because a lot of Dairy Queens are, like, in malls and shit. They're not in their own stores. So I don't know if they do it if they sell food like that in the malls, because Dairy Queen is usually tied with orange. What's that shit? Orange Julius, whatever that shit.
Orange.
Sorry, Orange Julius.
What that bullshit was called?
Yeah, it's Orange Julius.
Like, so yeah, Dairy Queen food actually is pretty fire, to be honest. Like, they nuggets is fire.
I was shocked. When I was in Virginia one time, my brother pulled up to Sonic's, dog, and he was like, "Yo, what you want?" So I told him. And I'm like, all right, well, why the fuck we in the car? So I opened the door to get out, and I hit homie who was on the roller skates. I was like, yo, well, why he pulling up to us like this? And he was like, yo, he served us our food on the window. I said, oh, my bad. I bumped into him, he fell in there.
You imagine that same story, but like a gangster? Like, they could just roll up and they grab his gun. Hey, man. Like, what you pulling up on me?
I didn't even know Sonics does this. I said, yo, New York, the boroughs, we don't have a Sonics. Nobody pulling up to your damn car with no tray of food. I was like, that's lit.
Sonic is overrated.
Sonic tastes gross.
Shit.
Yeah. The only good thing about Sonic is they drinks.
I don't like Sonic's food at all.
I just had
Sonic
like a deep thought. Have you
deep
who has nasty nuggets? Like who like?
I mean,
like,
McDonald's
nuggets is fired, and people like
McDonald's nuggets were banging as far as what I remember.
I mean, but they're nasty though. Like they're good, but they're disgusting.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean like they taste nasty. I know what you mean. Does anybody have nuggets that just taste nasty?
Arby's got nuggets? I don't like Burger King nuggets.
I could have sworn they got nuggets, dog. I ate like.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good one, Chief. Because like no place that I think of that does bad nuggets.
I don't like Burger King.
It's just you might not like it, but it's like, or you might say something is better, but like bad. I don't think nobody does.
Yo, Wendy's spicy nuggets used to be the shit. I'm so mad they got rid of those.
Shit, I'm sure Taco Bell gonna come out with some nuggets. Them shit's probably gonna be trash.
They got breakfast and shit.
Taco Bell's chicken
I don't eat Taco Bell, man. They tacos was always like stale and shit. I mean, I don't. Man,
when I found out that they meat is worse quality than dog food, I was like, yeah, all right, you got it.
He's all right, give me a couple tacos. It's my last
Let me get 3 more of them tacos real quick. Let me get one of them Doritos.
Coming here.
The Doritos Locos.
Yeah, fact.
Fucking crazy.
Let me read these couple donations and then we'll get to the actual gaming news. Zeffy G donated. He said double pump is a cheat because you don't have to repump your shotgun because you switch to another weapon. That's like your gun reloading because you switch guns. That's a fact. Mortal 486 said people use double magnums or double anything all the time in real life because the weapons are powerful but slow. Don't ban doubles for that. Yo, who just out in life just run around with double magnums?
No, I think he's talking about Fortnite. Is he talking about Fortnite?
I don't know.
He said all the time in real life.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
What kind of niggas you hang with?
I might be misunderstanding it. Dudes ain't running around with no double magnums in their hand.
Some John Wayne niggas, okay.
Now I know who's in this chat. I'm gonna talk really nice now. I don't want no smoke.
Thunderstruck said big chips is nothing but air, only like 20 chips. Thank y'all for the and shout out to Sylvester Stallone for still being alive, yo. If you Ricky, I forgot until you made that face that you was one of the people passing around that misinformation, man. It was
Ricky, you doing that?
I told my mom, I said, Ma, don't do this again. I said, don't. She goes, what? But look, she showed me pictures. I'm like, Ma, that's from the Creed movie.
Oh, you got it.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, I didn't know. So once she told me, I remember I was eating with wifey for her birthday, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking crazy. I went straight to the Skype. You know,
when the last time y'all been on Facebook?
The other day.
I was on there yesterday morning.
They had some shit going around. My mom retweeted it too, or liked it, where they thought fucking Han Solo was Jesus. And they was going around retweeting because there's a picture where he looks like him. And these old, like, it's just all old folks, and they be like, "That's my Lord," right? And like everybody in the comments is just laughing nonstop.
What the hell?
Because he has a little brown hood on or whatever.
Oh, I get what you're saying. They
think that they mistook him for Jesus because it was actually a video where he gave his grandma. He gave his grandma a picture and was like, she hung it up next to the other Jesus. She was like, "That's Jesus. What are you talking about?" He's like, No, it's not. It's Han Solo. That shit was funny as shit. That reason why I said Facebook, it was going around like crazy.
I want to say something, but I don't know if I'm able to. Can I say it?
I'm gonna just say, I didn't mean to skip intros, so fuck it at this point. Go ahead though.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think I know exactly what Prof is saying because I see images of like YouTubers being used as memes by like people I know on my Instagram. For example, there's no joke at all. Somebody had a picture of T. Martin with the house he has, and then had his dog and had his family and said goals for 2018. And I had a comment and I was like, goals? So and I was like, yo, but this motherfucker scam people. And I'm just realizing like, yo, people don't know who the hell they be putting on a meme and they be calling goals.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be fair, he had money way before that website though.
No, of course, but it just made me laugh because there was another person that they did it to. And it was a couples, and I'm like, it was like a couple on YouTube, and I'm just like, they were like goals is AF, and I'm just like, yo, but they broke up, they going through drama on YouTube, and so I asked the person, do you know who these people are? And they were like, nah. I said, man, get the fuck up out of here, dog. With this damn meme.
Yeah, that's why T. Martin blocked you, and you still talking about it. You still talking about T. Martin.
T. Martin blocked.
Oh, yeah, he blocked me. Yeah. So did Wesley Snipes.
Wesley, you deserve to get blocked.
Wait, you got blocked by Wesley too?
He was trolling about not paying his taxes, man. It was crazy.
I got blocked by Le'Veon Bell for whatever reason. I don't know what I said to that.
Hey, if Le'Veon blocked you, sound like you need to get blocked.
It wasn't Han Solo.
That was my favorite running back.
I
don't know. Yo, peep this, bro. This is what everybody was tweeting around. It's Obi-Wan, not Han. That shit do look like that's really believable. Like all the old folks is retweeting that shit or that shit on Facebook.
Yo, that's real though. Like you're putting like false shit on these images.
Yeah, like that. It does look like what we perceive white Jesus to look like.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, can I spit out a fun fact though about the Jesus picture of the white dude? That's actually a Roman general who the people in the past painted as Jesus. Or they painted him as Jesus because Romans took up Christianity for some reason or whatever. So that dude was so like pompous and arrogant. He had painters paint him as Jesus, and that's the Jesus that we see today.
I thought he looks like Ali A, this guy right here in the photo.
He do.
Yo, Ali A gonna block you next year. We've been talking about Ali A for like 5 years, yo. He kept calling dude Ali A. For years he's called dude Ali A. Like, I hate that dude Ali. You're next. He's next. All right. So I know this isn't like big news currently necessarily, but Rocket League is finally doing tournaments. I didn't set up these boxes. Let me go ahead and do that.
Yo, what the fuck?
I fix it. It'll be straight. It'll be good. What?
Oh, that shit look fucked up.
Don't it? Well, I'm about to get together. Yo, don't mess me up. You messing me up.
I ain't gonna lie, but I see Prophecy's waist on my end. I see my head on it on King Dub's
let me fix it. Let me fix it.
Yo, whose man's is this, bro?
I forgot to do it before we went live. We good. I'm about to fix it right now. I think. What the hell is going on?
Shout out to that boring ass Dragon Ball Fighter.
You have them locked. Make sure you don't have the webcam captures unlocked.
That might be the worst fighting game story mode ever.
Yo, I wanted to do a walkthrough on it, and I started playing it a little. I was like, man, this shit is ass, man.
If it wasn't like the cutscenes and stuff are nice, but it's just so slow and long.
I don't like constantly pressing X to make niggas talk.
And that's what it was. I was like, yo, this is the kind of cutscenes they
Yo,
put out. What?
Yo, Woo's an idiot. I'm sorry, this is the way Woo says it, yo. I hate having to press X to make niggas talk.
You gonna stop coming at me about the way I talk, alright, bro? I'm tired of that shit.
I'll see you at PAX, bro. My bad.
Hey, man.
He said, "See me at PAX." Damn.
Hey, fam. Settle this in Wakanda, cuz.
But getting back to Rocket League, they're starting the tournaments. It's gonna be a beta from February 21st to 23rd. My question, the only reason I even put this in the articles was like, all right, obviously Rocket League was a hit, came out of nowhere 3 years ago. Is it too late for them to just now be doing tournaments? Because in my opinion, this game could have had like MLG shit.
Weren't they doing tournaments?
It already has esports. It already has an esports scene though.
It still has a solid following. It ain't go nowhere.
Well,
it went somewhere. It just not in the limelight like it wants.
They have esports.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they're like they have like they already have. I don't know what that's talking about. Tournaments, because they have tournaments.
Yeah, they have.
It might be.
They used to advertise it. You could watch them play.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, damn, IGN.
I mean, you know,
you got that article from IGN?
No, that's your problem right there.
Next topic, man.
Should have got it from 3MG.
I wouldn't even put that article on there.
Exactly. That's the point.
Been there, done that.
Well,
your articles
I think
are
they're
new.
going to have maybe tournaments like on the servers themselves. Then.
Yeah, probably. I
guess that's what they mean. So probably. I feel absolutely worthless now, guys. Thanks.
Happens to the best of us, brother. Happens to the best of us.
Thanks, Ricky.
That wasn't even me. I'm just saying.
I was tricked.
In other positive news, while I'm still fixing this.
Wait, what? There's positive news? What?
I mean, I'm sure there's people out here who are not going to care about this at all. But I do. THQ. What?
Hey, you ain't gonna do that, bro.
THQ is coming back. They just bought the company that took over Saints Row, Dead Island, Metro, because THQ went bankrupt back in 2010-ish, and they lost Saints Row and all that. And that's when we seen the transition from like the Saints Row that people love to all the weird flying in the air and all that kind of stuff. So that's really good to hear. I hope to see a real Saints Row game, not Agents of Mayhem, by the way. Ricky's game.
That's cool and all, but what is Dead Island? You mean Dying Light?
Dying Light.
No, it was Dead Island.
Dead Island was first
left. No, but I'm saying like those devs aren't even part of THQ. They left to make Dying
still
Light.
waiting for Darksiders 3 to drop.
I don't even know what Dead Island is. That game.
So you remember the one that was announced like 4 years ago or
I know the game. Who do you voodoo? I know that trash game. I know it, but what is it though? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So I mean, they changed the name to something so unique. It went from THQ to THQ Nordic. That's unique. My thing is, I agree 100% with what Prophecy said. I think at press start, if it ain't serious, like a Saints Row that's serious, like 1 and 2, I could care less. I don't want to see games that have walk around weird toys and shit.
I think it will be a serious Saints Row.
Hopefully,
they were the people that were doing it. I mean, once somebody took over is when we seen all the aliens and got out of hell and all that. So
I hate those so much, honestly.
Which one sold better?
Ooh. Somebody look it up. One of y'all want to look it up? That's a good question.
I'll probably look it up.
My damn connection keeps making y'all lag. I'm horrified to look it up.
I'll look it up.
I ain't gonna lie, but this is Chase's old face cam
Because
template. Oh
They
shit.
might just go with the style of whichever one sold better, or whichever one
who's
sold
missing?
the best. I should say.
Cause real shit,
Yeah,
like I
I
like
got you.
3. I like all the Saints Rows honestly, but 3 and 4 were just a different take on the series. So I never understood the hate.
Did you get out of hell though?
Yeah, I played that one. That one was just slow as shit, personally.
Wait, you know what? I ain't mad if you say THQ does WWE.
They did.
I enjoy the older
WWE.
ones.
Everybody
Alright,
likes
I'm
the
gonna have to-
older
I'm gonna have to step
WWE
back.
games.
They did
And
also.
UFC. That's the thing. They had a lot of great games that they put out. And then
Yeah, I never had a problem with the old UFC either.
I don't think any of the games that were taken over were as good as the ones that THQ made. That's my personal opinion. People may like the new UFC. I think the old UFC games are better than the newer.
I agree. The only problem is the ground game on the old UFCs was fucking trash.
I have to apologize to THQ. They made SmackDown just bring it. Here comes the pain. You know what? I take this back.
They made SmackDown vs. Raw too, right?
Yeah, no, but I wasn't. I think after 2006, I wasn't digging SmackDown versus Raw anymore.
Yeah, the original Saints Row sold way more than the most recent ones. Well, I guess that's also because they were out longer. But
We're never gonna see another SmackDown game from them since 2K took over.
I mean, I don't think 2K SmackDowns are bad. Really, the only problem is those that they haven't really evolved. Like SmackDown versus Raw.
They still got the same customization, the same signs
Exactly.
that niggas hold up. Like
It's just the same.
they just
thing.
let you. They just let you create belts again.
And the graphics better.
I like the dramatic movements and the slams and
Cutscenes
shit
is
in the old
ass,
ones.
man.
And the old ones, yeah, cutscenes is butt.
Nobody want to sit up here and just read text when y'all had full on voice acted cutscenes in the past. That's a real big deal for me. I know a lot of people might not care, but I think that makes the game. So
Hey, constantly reading those cutscenes get old as fuck.
it's just not the same. Like when you hear like wrestlers that you like actually talking and interacting with you on the story mode, I thought that was dope. All right, here we go.
They don't do that anymore in the WWE 2K?
Hell no, that shit is text based, bro. It ain't been like that for years and years, bro.
Yeah, but fake
He
audience.
said
crowd
yes and
shit.
yes.
So let me see what other games THQ did while we looking at this.
They had a solid resume. Like we already mentioned a few of them.
The thing is, I like the special moves, the slams and everything in the old wrestling game because it looked dramatic as hell. Now shit look too realistic. I'm like, damn.
They made Red Faction.
Did y'all hear about how Disney's might be revoking EA Star Wars license?
Good.
Yeah, they look.
That's-
No, but they looking at Activision, Ubisoft, and I forgot who else. Hopefully, they open their.
Give it to Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Out of them three?
Actually, I don't know.
I don't know if I want Ubisoft either, dog.
After them three? After the three you said, give it to Ubisoft.
Tell me a successful Ubisoft multiplayer game other than Division that became successful after.
Okay.
Let's
take it a step back. How long has Ubisoft been doing multiplayer games like that? 2 years?
No, they have multiplayer games since PS3.
Like
Not,
what?
I mean, but
Far Cry, Assassin's Creed have
No,
multiplayer.
that's different than the
like mainly multiplayer games.
Division and Ghost Recon.
Oh,
I'm talking
gotcha.
about those kind of games.
I just worry about bugs, man.
They're new, but all right. So let's look. I'm looking at out of those three.
Overall product, I'm trusting Ubisoft.
EA, I just don't like what they did with the Star Wars stuff. So I wanted to see somebody else do it. Activision, we know how they rock. Them and EA are very similar. It's like,
wait, so does that include the Star Wars? What's that? Knights of the Old Republic, or what is that game that's on PC?
The Knights of the Republic, I don't think so.
It would have to, right? If they take away all the license, then they.
No, that's still owned by whoever was the developer of that game. That's different compared to anything that moving forward they would have to handle all the assets.
That's when they're gonna probably change. But like the previous games, they're gonna leave those alone with whoever developed them.
So can they not make any more new content for that game?
EA, no. After that, they probably for Star Wars Battlefront 2, but after that, no, they can't even do nothing else for any other new. Like Amy Hennig is screwed because she's part of EA team unless she retired from them. So Ubisoft or whoever. But remember, I hope they keep the options open. I don't want Square Enix to handle them. I don't want them to take over a Star Wars game at all.
I would.
I mean, because
if it was a single player, I wouldn't mind Activision.
I would. Like,
I would, because Force Unleashed was fire.
I have both of them bitches on my computer right now.
Both Force Unleashed and the other one was fire.
See, but that was what, like 2010?
Yeah, I mean, but
that wasn't like Activision Prime.
That shit was still.
I'm only saying that's
Going
like
forward.
pre
Fuckers.
like crazy Call of Duty.
Yeah, that was Prime Activision.
Yeah.
Pre loot crates, but
basically. I mean, there was supposed to be that damn bounty hunter game that was supposed to drop too. That shit disappeared.
Somebody said give it to Rockstar.
They wouldn't take that license.
I
They
don't
wouldn't
know.
take that IP.
I don't see them.
That's not in Rockstar's alley.
All right.
Now Naughty Dog wouldn't take it either.
All right, quick question. Pop quiz. My bad. Well, you was talking. My fault, bro.
Oh no, I was done.
Okay.
I was just saying that
All
there's like 3 different games supposed to come up for Star Wars. That was it.
Yeah. And EA was supposed to have 3 games, right?
Something like
Three
that.
more, yeah, 3 more.
All right.
But
Because I thought Respawn Entertainment got one of those games.
They're done.
I know
They
done.
did, but they told them to abandon it and I think work on something else. There was some shit.
Here's a question. If you had to pick a studio to do Star Wars, who would you pick? Chat, who would y'all pick?
If I could just take everything off of their hands, I would just give it to Blizzard and just like.
I was gonna say Blizzard.
I would. Well, hold up. Are we talking
I like Overwatch.
multiplayer or like single player base?
Both. Because I like
Either.
how Overwatch
Blizzard
is
is
being
just
handled.
Blizzard just knows how to make games.
Well, yeah, Blizzard do, but I don't know. Probably Bethesda.
Just look at how Blizzard's handling Overwatch. I mean, I'm looking at everything.
Or
I'm just thinking single player. Bethesda could make a good story for Star Wars. That's just my personal opinion.
I have a
But
little bit of trust in
multiplayer-wise, I'd probably
may
say
not
it'd
be
be Blizzard
bad.
with y'all.
I have a little bit of trust in Capcom.
I was about to say Capcom. After playing
Really?
Monster Hunter, I feel
Yeah.
they can do the multiplayer, and it could be as good as Monster Hunter. And single
Can we be
player
real?
would be a toss-up, though.
Can we be realistic though? They ain't got no bread for the Star Wars, man.
Well, I'm not saying I don't want to put that as a factor. I'm just saying like if that wasn't an issue, if it was just purely like, yo, here's the money, here's the budget, pick a studio, I would
Do something.
Capcom.
That's just throw me Naughty Dog.
I was
nigga.
also saying Naughty Dog and CD Projekt Red.
If it's not about money and it's just whatever.
Platinum Games,
Naughty Dog would
Telltale,
definitely
what?
do that shit.
Telltale.
I don't know.
Um,
I want Telltale to continue to like add on to their style of
I
game.
want them to do anime, cuz.
Do you really want them to do anime
I
though?
do. I think it would be kind of lit.
Well, what
It'd be different and it'd be lit.
I feel like anime, like you want to get in there, you want to fight, you want to do all this stuff. I don't know how many people want to just do QTEs with that. And like, really think about that. Like, let's say they did. Let's say they
They
started
could
doing
do.
anime.
I got one for you.
All right, which one?
Death Note.
That shit will be fire.
Because it's not much. I mean, it's action, but it's not really. You know what I'm saying? Like just imagine the choices between the people whose name you could write down. In the
What
book.
about Warner Bros?
What are we talking about exactly?
Death Note.
Yeah, Death Note would be kind of.
Telltale
Yeah.
doing the anime, and he chose Death
Oh.
Note. I
Wait,
like
Chase,
that.
have you seen Steins Gate? Chase?
Not yet. I have not.
Oh, you gotta
seen
watch
yet.
that. But Steins Gate
Um,
would be a good one too.
By the way, that Death Note Netflix is ass. I just want to.
What about Bandai or Warner Bros?
Warner
or-
Brothers could do
Warner
it.
Bros. Good one.
Minus all the in-game purchases, I think they could do a good job doing a Star Wars single player.
Shit,
Yeah,
I
because
want-
multiplayer would be kind of difficult.
That's the thing. It's like we want to make sure the company can do a good job on both. And if you asked me, I think it would be hard to find the one company that could do great on both modes. It's just, I don't know if like.
Yo, damn, I can't
I
think
just
of
hype myself up for some shit that's never happened. That would be so fire.
That shit would
I
be
just
cold.
put that shit out there in the universe. That shit would be so fire.
Yo, wouldn't y'all like? I don't know if y'all a fan of Harry Potter, but imagine like a game now being like really worked on for like a Harry Potter game or
Square
Lord of the
Enix.
Rings.
I would
They're
give that to
coming out with
Square Enix.
they're coming out with a mobile game.
Oh, no, I'm talking about like a full-fledged RPG, like a Lord of the Rings. Because I used to love the Lord of the Rings before.
The fucking multiplayer
PS2?
shit. That shit.
Conquest was fire, dog.
big facts. I love that game too.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
I used to
about
stay with the bow and arrows. Nigga.
Like you don't even
Y'all
have to play as
had
Harry
the
Potter.
MMO for Lord of the...
Nah, I never knew that.
Never played it.
I'm about
I'm
to check
seeing
that bitch
people-
out there. I got that shit installed.
Vote for Bandai, Konami, Blue Knight. You trolling with that one?
Konami, and I would have said Rockstar like everybody else, but it's just not realistic.
Why Bandai? Bandai like makes fighting
Epic Games.
and
Epic
anime
Games wouldn't be that.
I was thinking Epic Games too for a second. I was like, hey, who knows?
Hell no, we not.
Kojima Productions.
Definitely
No.
Now,
not.
I like if Epic Games did a Star Wars based on like the Sith, that'd be dope.
Well, you
I
know
think-
what? I don't think I would mind if they didn't do what Destiny did. Bungie wouldn't be that bad. Like as long as they like made it its own shit and didn't try to take from Destiny, I could see Bungie doing a good job with that.
All right, new question.
What's Bungie?
New question.
What's up?
All right, what if you can have a studio work on a single player and a studio work on a multiplayer? They can work together with two studios. This should make it a little easier.
For me, it would be Nintendo and Ubisoft because they have, like, they've proven that they can make good games and they work really well together.
I would say Warner Bros. And Rockstar then. Honestly, Rockstar multiplayer? Nah, fuck no. Never mind. Nah, I would probably say Activision and Warner Brothers. Well, Blizzard and Warner Brothers.
I would say single player Naughty Dog, multiplayer Blizzard.
Yeah, that's solid.
I like that.
I'd say Blizzard and Rockstar.
I would also consider letting Capcom work on.
Yeah, Capcom's not. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
Capcom
like
is a sleeper. Who said 343? Get out
I
of
would
here,
say
man.
Blizzard. I would say Blizzard and Bethesda, but like
He said let BioWare do it? Brandon, let
that'd be an
BioWare do
interesting
it.
combo.
Nah, man.
I think BioWare makes good games when they're not
Activision and
split. When they don't have the resources split.
CD Projekt Red and Bungie, Naughty Dog and Epic.
Hey, actually, that CD Project Red and Bungie
Epic.
might be kind
CD
of lit.
Projekt, yeah, they're because we know
That
we'll
might-
get value for our dollar.
Yeah,
Not-
that might
not-
be kind of lit.
Not new Bungie though, old Bungie.
Look, I could change my mind the day we see what
Back
this
in the
new Marvel
day.
game is about with Square Enix. If that shit ends up being popping, I might move them over to becoming like
Yeah,
that single
yeah,
player.
I'm with you.
I might throw them on there, bro. I might be like, yo, Square
Hold
Enix.
up, they got a Marvel game drop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Avengers.
Been talking about for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But
So
it-
this, they're gonna show it this E3.
I don't know if it's what we think it is. That's the
I
issue.
won't talk about it.
I feel like
I want Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but that's never happened. So
Don't
I
let's
would shut.
not talk about that. Let's not talk about that, please.
give me
I might
Marvel
actually like-
Ultimate Alliance in the style of Monster Hunter.
yeah,
It's not. It's not eight. It's 989 Studios. Is that a real thing?
Yes.
You know,
That's straight trophy.
989 is now I forget what sports studio it is.
99
But,
Vitas?
989 Studios was a sports studio, I believe, and on Sega and Super and all that. Before all y'all young dude.
Like the
Matter of fact, let me Google it. 989
Wait,
Studios.
What they
Game.
make? Apparently, they haven't made a.
Twisted
they made
Metal.
Twisted Metal Siphon Filter.
Cool Borders was fire.
Siphon
MLB.
Filter.
San Diego Studios is 989 Studios. They do MLB show.
I ain't gonna lie. Blizzard and Naughty Dog would be so fire. Like
You said a new Saints Row is announced. We need to see links, man. 'cause
Ain't
I
no
just
new
looked
Saints
up
Row.
now.
Link me
There's no
right.
new
Who
Saints
said that?
Row.
Link
He's
me
scrolling.
right now.
Mr.
Who?
Moreno
I'm
Productions
looking it up.
is not announced.
Don't
no.
play.
You don't fool me.
My
Don't
news
play
thing
in here.
didn't alert me, dog.
Man,
Nah.
shout out to everybody that's in here today watching the show, man. Thank y'all for coming through. Seriously.
Bro, the first thing that you see is why Violation made Agents of Mayhems instead of New Saints Row. That's the first thing you see when you Google New Saints Row.
See, he playing Agents of Mayhem. That's one of them. That's like Metal Gear Survive. Yeah, you cannot just spin off your games and just try to use the brand.
oh yeah,
sell
Sucker
a
Punch.
average
Sucker Punch
product.
would be good too.
Sucker Punch
Same
is
thing like
really
that
good.
What about Insomniac then?
That Samurai game, by the way, from Sucker Punch. I'm ready. Take my money.
He said we still want Joe Montana.
Nah, yo, Mr. Moreno,
All right,
gotta link it. It's
all right,
not true, sir. Link
All
it.
right, all right. Y'all gotta,
what
I'm about to block Joe Montana from the chat. Yo, y'all gotta stop doing that. It hurts. It still hurts. Yo, don't
What? Why you
encourage
blaming me?
this.
You cannot say it if there's no links. I don't want to hear, bro. We just checked Google. GameSpot,
Hey, yeah,
IGN,
don't nobody
nobody.
time him out or block him. We ain't because I knew the mods. They fingers be ready. Shit is crazy.
Yeah, they do.
Links,
Like, as soon
sir.
as they hear something that start with a B, it's over.
Rumors doesn't mean confirmation.
Oh, there's also a rumor that a
The
new
vid-
Smash Brothers game will be announced later this year.
The videos on it is people who are the videos that you're watching on YouTube are people who like to clickbait like what I like to do and basically say since THQ Nordic bought them out and we'll just lie on the title like what I do. So yeah, you got school, my guy. Sorry.
Yo, man, stick around for Game of L's recap. By the way, we're gonna do that last. I know how we do.
I'm gonna go the fuck off.
Let me read the donations that came through. Got a couple. Rambo Gamer 13, God Squad, we out here. Shout out to the GMG Best Podcast. Thank you, bro. We appreciate that.
Appreciate
it. Eternal J said, "Will I play Mass Effect on the?" I don't know, man. It's a very, 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 very long game. I don't know how people take to like super long RPGs, even if they're great games. I don't think YouTube is really like people really enjoy watching super long RPGs. They rather play those. Like,
yeah,
that's just how it is. Like all the games, like Witcher, Persona, Mass Effect, Skyrim, Fallout. Those games, I mean, they're just too long for people, in my opinion.
If not, Persona would be a great game to make videos on, but it's just too long.
I mean, you got 100 hours on the game. That's too many videos.
Yeah, that's like that's so many videos.
Why would they remaster Assassin's Creed 3? I enjoyed it, but that's so random.
Need to remaster that.
They're remastering Out Paradise. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead.
If it's a collection, I'm fine with that. But if it's just one game, they got to stop. They have to stop. Pardon my lag said Nutty Bars or oat milk cream pies. I'll take Nutty Bars. I can't eat
Nutty Bars. Nutty Bars will kill me. I can't do that.
Them is like the what do you call
Nutty Bars give me a stomach ache.
They got peanut butter.
Chocolate and peanut butter,
right?
I can't eat it, but when I was able to eat stuff like that, I would take those over oat milk cream pies.
Cream pie?
Now fucking think about the Hodge ones now.
My bad.
Oat milk cream pie scare me ever since I saw this article about a roach being in the oat milk cream pie or something like that. Ever since then,
you bite into it.
Yeah,
I'm all about cream pies, dog. Facts.
Okay, Ayo Chad said Naughty Dog Star Wars, and DOA Fly High said Gearbox because not only would they nail humor, but it feel like they would give them their own art style. Gearbox, the people that do Borderlands, I could rock with that. Thank y'all for y'all donations and all that, bro. If y'all just got to the podcast, we chilling. Ricky just took us somewhere that I don't even know how to even really.
Who made the sound effect? I just continued the.
I don't even know where to go with this next. Like you just.
I mean, but he was in line though.
Ayo Chan, why don't the people who made Force Unleashed do Star Wars?
That's Activision.
That's Activision. Activision has changed over the years, over the last 8 years.
They're the devils now.
What's the last good game Activision made?
That's not multiplayer. That's like a single player.
Or like 3.
I don't know, but just think like when I think Activision, like single players, I think The Amazing Spider-Man. Not good at that game is ass.
But no fun.
They're fun, but they suck compared to the older games, like the old Spider-Man games.
We've been there, done that with Spider-Man now. You keep doing it, man. You keep feeding the beast, dog. My bad.
Hey, yo, I don't know. I ain't gonna let nobody take my joy from me. So I'm gonna just go ahead.
What does that mean?
Right now, I know not everybody cares about this, but when I was informed that there was going to be Monsters Inc. and Kingdom Hearts 3,
it touched right here, right? The heart.
It did.
I should have thugged you.
That shit is fire. If anybody hasn't seen the trailer, it's going to be up on the screen for y'all right now.
Amazing.
You sound like you about to cry.
I cried inside, man. It was you don't understand. Like, I've been waiting on this game since high school.
What are you talking about?
12 years, dog. 12, 13 years.
Like, that's a long ass time.
What, Monsters Inc.?
Dude's got kids now and shit. Some people
Kingdom Hearts, dog.
Kingdom Hearts. Monsters Inc. is a world on Kingdom Hearts.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care unless they have Incredibles. Don't care. Wait, y'all don't know.
This ain't for you.
I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, but I don't care because it's been so long. Like I can't even be hyped no more.
They got Toy Story and Monster Hunter. You telling me you don't care about that?
Nah, if they said Incredibles,
so
then I'd be okay.
It's been 14 years, but that movie finally got announced. Hey,
article on 3mgmedia.com.
I'm ready, bro.
I'm ready to play.
Each world is going to be almost the size of.
To be honest, I'm ready to not play it.
Damn.
Wow. The way he kept
like I'm really happy for y'all. Like I don't want to be that person that's not happy for everybody that cares about Kingdom Hearts, but I don't give two fucks about it. So
Chase, check your Twitter link, dog.
I would definitely be excited for y'all when y'all get to play the game that y'all been waiting for 13 years.
Y'all see Boo though? Did y'all just see Boo right there?
I mean, I could watch Monster Inc. Nigga.
Really, that's what you said. That's what you did. That's like saying you can watch everything that's that video game.
That's
That's
like
not
winning.
true.
That's like winning the lottery.
It's not true. I can't watch Call of Duty, cuz.
Why would you want to?
Wait, you could watch Black Hawk Down or something.
Oh, come on. A lot of these video games you can watch instead of.
I can't watch Overwatch, cuz.
You can
can't
watch
watch
porn.
I don't.
Yeah, you definitely can. Bro, I got the link now.
Chase, check your Twitter.
Hey,
I feel like-
yo, real shit though. I'll watch the fuck out of Monster Hunter, bro. Like that would be a fire ass little
That would be a great movie.
Netflix.
But the gameplay here looks amazing. Look, he's in the water.
That's
I've
how
already said this. I bought this
I'm really happy for you.
like 3 times. Literally PS3, nigga. Then again on the PS4. That's dedication. I've been waiting for this shit for too damn long.
Just wish I got into that craze. I told you when I seen Mickey Mouse, that threw me off when I was a kid. I was like, nah, y'all got it.
Yo, yeah, he said Saving Ryan's Private. Yeah, that was a great movie.
Saving Ryan's Private.
Yeah, he said he got the link to Saints Row. Chase, confirm it, please, sir.
I mean, that's not. I don't see an announcement on there. I just.
What
see
is it?
It says that it's now THQ's again. I don't see anything that says.
I seen that.
That's what I'm trying. I try to tell him, son. Oh my god.
It's not.
What was that?
Oh fuck, was that DLC, nigga?
Sir.
He said mob though. I don't even.
Nah, Bert.
Cyberpunk's new game is worth another. Yo, that shit look okay.
Let me go ahead and just
Bruh.
read these things off about
What
Kingdom Hearts.
the
Just
shit?
some information that I have. There's obviously a new theme song. Anybody that's played Kingdom Hearts and really is a fan, love the theme songs from the game.
Simple and clean the sanctuary.
Yeah, Gummy Ship is going open world. The towns are going to be much more alive and vibrant. Each world says it's almost its own game. I don't necessarily believe that because
I don't believe that at all.
Games are super long now, or some games are really long and deep. I don't believe each world is going to be.
I mean, so
16
if
hours plus.
how long? You don't think so? Because I mean,
Well,
Traverse Town alone was like 15 hours.
It
Kingdom Hearts
might
2.
be. You might be right. You might. If I really break down like the way I spend my time, it might really be. It might be about that.
And the amount of times you got to go back to worlds and things like that. I can see it.
And it says something about Rare Heartless. I'm not surprised by that because I was already in the game, so I don't know why they put that on here. But in other news, in other nudes.
Facts.
Word.
I like that. Rainbow Six will not be getting a sequel. The developer just wants to have 100 operators in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
That's how Destiny should have been.
Yeah.
10 years is way too long for a game like that. For you to not want to put a sequel out. Like, technology and
I mean, they say that now until
next year when they
start
announce
getting
until
They
they stop
still-
playing.
operators.
They
y'all-
still making.
Y'all
They're
Rainbow
trying to
Six
do
people.
what-
Y'all give y'all opinions. Go ahead, Will.
They're basically doing what Overwatch is doing. In essence,
Yo, hold on.
They're just adding new operate.
I can't hear.
In this case, operators, and you can't.
What are you laughing?
I heard this. This is what I heard, word for word, verbatim. The new
I asked y'all earlier if y'all could hear me. You said you could.
No, we could. Just now is when it started happening.
Yeah, lag don't really.
The new
Rick, you keep playing, you gonna get the stink meter when I catch you at Boston, bro. Keep fucking with me.
I'm sorry.
Who got mad at Ricky?
Man, all out of everybody.
How you gonna get mad at that nigga for your connection? That's the problem. That's the
Because
problem.
Ricky is extra with it. That's why I'm looking at his neck right now. He's grabbing. That's why.
Shit right there.
I'm sorry, man. My bad.
I definitely hit the car. The nigga, if I could get better internet.
Oh yeah, my bad, yo.
Bro, I see
Chase just straight up started laughing at him before anything ever happened.
That's because he really did cut out for everybody. I just
He did. Like it was bad.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go. Yeah, continue, man. You good now.
Yeah, you say that's how I start talking. That's all right. Case in point.
What the fuck was that? What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I'm sorry, man. My bad.
He got his shirt's tucked in his pants. And he did the shitty walk. Oh, fuck out of here.
Excuse me, man. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Black China in it.
Oh, shit.
My bad. Yeah.
What was you saying, Will?
I don't even know. Fuck it.
You good now? You good?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah, in 3, 2, 1, my shit gonna start lagging.
No, you good.
You might as well just use this time now since you're not lagging.
God.
They're doing what Overwatch is doing for the damn
I can't hear
10-year
you, bro.
plan. They added new operators, skins, things like that to keep players involved. And on top of that, instead of adding maps every year, they're adding a new game mode called Operation Outbreak, which is their own take on the Left 4 Dead type-esque gameplay. I've been trying to say that shit, and that's all I gotta say right now before I put a hole in my goddamn monitor.
Hey, that was clean though. That was clean.
Yeah, that was definitely worth that like 10 minutes of lagging.
I'm laughing because I didn't been there with the internet. Shit's crazy. Man. I'm telling you, everybody laughing and shit, and you just like you don't even know what's wrong.
Bro, you don't understand because last night I was trying to do some work for the site and the shit kept crashing on me.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man, for your hard work.
Yeah, 2 goddamn pages, my nigga.
I don't believe in 10 year life.
I don't know if I'm gonna like playing this game.
Wait, you don't? Counter-Strike?
I mean,
No, I don't. I don't play Counter-Strike, so I can't even.
I thought you meant like it's not possible.
some of the biggest games are like that long.
World of
or less
Warcraft,
than long.
Dota, League of
League of
Legends.
Legends.
All games that none of us play
Counter-Strike.
but Dub.
My,
Wait, what he said?
He said-
all games that none of us play but you.
Yes, yeah.
I
You
don't.
try to hit me up on the League of Legends, like I respect that, but no. When it comes to like a game like Rainbow Destiny, I laugh when they said 10 years because get the fuck out of here, bro. I ain't
Like,
hearing that
Call
shit.
of Duty been coming out for every year, and it's just basically the same game.
But
That's your
That's
here's the
different,
benefit
though.
that Siege has compared to like what Prof said with Destiny and shit like that. It has a huge community even on the PC, more so than console.
So did Destiny though.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely
but-
got a huge.
But,
Destiny,
but-
here's the thing.
but we're
here's the
talking
thing
about Destiny and Siege is taken more competitively than fucking Destiny, bar none.
Here's the thing. Well, if Destiny had private matches in the very beginning, I don't know if you would be able to say that. Here's the thing about Destiny. Destiny could have easily did it if it weren't for the fact that Bungie and Activision just ended up being super greedy and putting out a sequel to like that wasn't even really a sequel to their game.
It was
because
DLC.
Destiny 2 is pretty much $60 DLC. I mean,
My thing is, I'm not going to be on a console for 10 years, let alone playing
That's what
a game.
I'm saying. Like that's
Like now, PC is different. Like if they, like I said, if this obviously it's going to be with PC. So, but I don't know if I'm gonna like Rainbow 10 years from now. I don't know if I'm liking next year. Like, so I can't give them that much effort. Like I ain't saying it's impossible that they can't do.
This-
But,
yeah. How often do you play?
It's just
games
not
for 10
probable.
years?
who, me?
Anybody? Like what's the longest you played a game?
It's probably Destiny, nigga. 2 years. Like,
So
I'm-
wait. No,
I'm
what were we
good
gonna say,
for 6
Chase?
months. I'm good for 6 months is even long for me. A year, but that's like 2K, Call of Duty, MLB. That's like it. I don't really.
Call of Duty, Fable,
And
Call of Duty, Skyrim, and Fallout. Easy.
I mean, I go back and replay games. I have the itch. Like I know one day, probably in the next year or two, I'm gonna be like, yo, I want to play Persona 5 again. I'm gonna play through the whole shit. But like playing it for like years and years, the same game, and I don't mean like a sequel. I mean like the same game.
yeah,
I
I
don't
did
really
that with
see that.
Destiny for a few years. Like,
Yeah, I did it with
and I
Skyrim.
might,
I
I'm gonna be honest,
played-
I might can see myself doing that for fucking Monster Hunter.
Monster
They keep
Hunter
adding
is an
shit.
exception, like to you know what I mean, to like what I usually do. Because I've already, you know how I do. I usually, like, I think me and Prophecy are opposite. Like, he'll spend a few hours in single player, and then most of his time in multiplayer, and I'm like the other way around. But Monster Hunter is like, it's just crazy, dog.
Multiplayer.
You know-
only.
Oh,
the
GTA
only game that
Oh,
can. What were you saying?
I didn't even play GTA 5 for that 2-3 years.
I played GTA 5 for a month.
I
I
played
beat
it
it and
for-
got off of it. That's usually what I do. I don't really hang around on games much.
Well, how about what if it was like they announced this 10-year deal or plan or whatever, but it was more or less like more of a security thing. So, for example, what if they make enough money or profit enough money the first few years, and even if they're not able to make it to the 10 years, they're still that was just a strategic
I
way
mean,
of them funding
I'm
enough.
not saying that it's impossible. because there's definitely a game by the name of Pokemon that I would definitely play if it was MMO and it was open. And they said it was going to be adding new shit every 10 or so on and so forth. I would definitely run that. But no game right now. I don't even plan on playing PUBG for 10 years.
Like the reason why I say that
10 years, dude.
That's why I said it, because a lot of our attention span, as well as myself, can't even go past a year. Like I can't even play Call of Duty like that anymore. I'll probably open up a supply jar, get the fuck off.
You can't really play that for more than 45 minutes these days.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking to myself, as much as I enjoy Rainbow Six, 10 years, and I know it could be on and off, but the attention span of people, how long is that going to be supported?
I think you could do it if there's new
Black
technology and there's sequels like Rainbow Six this year, and then there's a new Rainbow Six that takes advantage of new technology, new hardware, and new stuff. That's how you keep people on your game. I mean, usually
they should have did this 5 years ago.
I personally think that shooters are the hardest thing to maintain, especially nowadays. It's the hardest thing to maintain a core gamer group, because how many different ways, like how much better can you make a shooter from beginning to end?
What the?
Like what was that?
Sound like you powered up, man.
It did, yo. It sounded like he was about
Bro, that's the Kingdom Hearts achievement, though. I mean, thing.
That's a good question, though. I mean, that's the thing. Same thing with sports games is, I think everybody realizes that when a sports game comes out, a lot of people say it's a roster update, which it is, but usually the game that comes out is all the fixes from the glitches and exploits people used the previous year. And that's what sports games are. So it's like, this isn't really a new game. We're just fixing it.
Not even just that. Or just bringing shit back that they took away.
That EA is good for it, especially Madden.
2K, too.
2K is hella good for that.
Are they? What did they do that they took off and reintroduced?
They made it so you couldn't block, remember? For a long time.
2K13, bro. You couldn't block dunks.
Mm-hmm.
The alley-oops were broken. The fucking, you weren't able to go, what was that shit? Oh, they still haven't even had that back yet, but if you did bad enough, like on the little draft shit, you'd go to the E-League. They're gonna bring that back in 2K19. Bet money.
My thing is, they should have did this when PS4 and Xbox One dropped, to where like all these sports games and certain games, they could have checked out the possibilities, because we're even close to seeing next generation consoles or wherever we at right now. But these games are 10 years. That's what I'm saying. So another 10-year deal, like they did at the wrong time. Wrong time. And you know what? And that goes back to me just thinking about what Dub said. I remember a while ago, Dub was like, a lot of these games that are being developed now, that are coming out now, were games that were developed since last gen. Remember the Division, we had that talk. Right. So I was thinking like, what the fuck? That sounds like some exclusive ass bag of chips. But
those are my pork rinds.
Oh no.
Oh, what?
I can't eat those no more, dog. I can't eat them no more, fam. But I don't know how this deal's gonna work, because I enjoy it, but it's just certain games I don't see.
Dude, what were you doing 10 years ago? Like, think about what we was all doing 10 years ago, bro.
Faking it like I was getting some, but I wasn't.
I was in high school.
I was playing Halo.
I was 15 years old, acting like I was lit, but I was whack.
I was in high school trying to fuck a lot and playing basketball.
You had to add that because you knew.
Shit, I was playing Gears of War forever.
2008.
Yeah,
I had no money.
Gears of War.
I was getting allowance.
I didn't buy my own console with my own money until 2008. PS3.
Yeah. Mine was Xbox 360.
That was the first console I was able to afford, and I had to save up for 2 months to get it.
I was a Nintendo Switch.
See?
I ended up in a 360. That was like the best moment of my life, because I got to play with all my friends at that point.
It was amazing.
But,
mine was a PS3, yeah.
On the topic, though, the longest lasting game I know of, and I don't know how it lasted this long, is Smash Brothers Melee. That's the only game that lasted 17 years.
The server's still up for that?
Because
I mean, they didn't have online because it's on the GameCube.
Oh,
but
you're right.
The thing about it though, is that people are still played on emulators though, and they just use the net play for that on the emulators, and that's how they like play online and stuff like that.
You know what game is still 10 years, yo? Real talk. This is real shit. I'm about to spit the realest fact.
Man, you about to troll? Go ahead, man.
I mean, that ass. So he said 17 years, but I don't think it'll match H-Hour.
All right, let me go ahead and read these donations. By the way, if anybody's wondering what this gameplay is, the Evil Within has first-person mode now. Evil Within 2, so
that's cool.
So they just stole Resident Evil 7 thing.
Resident Evil 8. This is Resident Evil 8.
Anxiety donated $20. He said was good. Hey, bro, thank you for your donation. Thanks for coming through, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
I mean, we trolling each other with these weak-ass Game of L's games that we about to get to in just a couple topics, so stay tuned for that. Famous Star said, just a friendly reminder to order 1886 is a victim of racism, hashtag sports and options. Yeah, this dude.
Never forget that shit. And then because of that, they ended up making a whack-ass game.
Shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. I seen him, man. Homie was he was cheating on Monster Hunter with unlimited money online.
How?
He had a USB stick or some shit, man. I was like,
what?
Yo, he had like 999 million Zenny or whatever the currency is on there.
It's so easy to get money in that game, man.
It is, but he ain't got time for that. You know what I mean?
Like, you can play games however you want, but God.
Jessica donated and said Ricky's ass is still ready. Shout out to Jessica.
That's Jessica. That's who got banned for.
Jessica, I'm not them fishes you could catch, man. You have to.
Ethan Walovich said, "Chase, when you gonna do a walkthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2? This podcast is the best on YouTube." Thank you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Once Kingdom Hearts 3 gets a release date, official release date, I will consider starting a Kingdom Hearts 2 walkthrough. I kind of like to do that when the new one comes out, to play the one that came out before that. You know, while we wait, it's kind of something I like to do. I can't always do it, but yeah.
You did that with San Andreas.
Yeah, I did that, and yeah, then I did 5, and then I did 4.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on this Red Dead though, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to
I'm
you.
waiting on this guy.
Bro, that shit's
what you mean? God of War first.
Jaree said
What
10 years
the
ago
hell?
he discovered porn. He was
It ain't left since, cuz.
Hey. I don't even think you discovered porn. I think porn discovers you. Yeah, I don't even
Facts.
remember. Like,
Yeah, true.
Facts.
I wasn't looking for porn. Porn found me. You know.
I'm gonna tell you
the
how I
channel?
found me. We had HBO, and I was up at night and seen one of them Skinamax you did.
Showtime
HBO
Cinemax.
I was like, oh, what is this?
I remember
Saw Cat
That's
House.
how bad I was.
I'm with Ricky, cuz. What was that shit?
Bikini Go-Go?
Bikini? Oh,
Genie-
yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that was
Big
the
ass
first,
Teeny
Bikini.
that was the first one I seen.
Damn, man.
Yeah, Genie and Teeny Bikini, fucking The Hills Have Thighs, a whole bunch of other ones.
I ain't even heard
Man,
that.
They started coming out
These
with
is
like
on
anything
HBO?
that was a real TV
That's
show.
a dope ass name though.
They had the Harrier Potter. That shit was wild.
Bro, the bitch had a sequel too.
Yo, The Hills Have Thighs is fire.
That's dope,
Son. A name, yo.
It was Hills Have Thighs 1 and 2. They had a sequel to that bitch.
Shout out to Special Cleaver. Any hope I can play Yakuza 4 and 5 before 6? Well, I'm waiting for the 2 remaster first. I want to play that one first. But yeah.
Remastered Burnout Paradise.
4K.
Man, there's so many games. I don't like remasters because I want them to just make everything backwards compatible. But there's so many games that I would like to see remade.
There's too many. I don't want to see anything remade. I need to play all the games that's out right now.
Man, I want a Midnight Club Dub Edition because that shit would be so lit.
There's too many games.
I need for Speed Underground 2. That shit was so fire. Riders of the Storm.
So many classics. And there's a lot of games, dude. Like, I think we're all at the place in the generation now where we're trying to manage our time because there's games that, like, I know I'm not going to probably get to play for 2 years because there's just so much shit out that it's in the backlog.
I'm trying to manage my time and money. Like,
I wanted to play Knack 2. I ain't playing that shit.
These things in the chat, what I'm talking about. I don't believe.
I don't know what you said. I have no
He
idea.
said, let me get a...
Yeah, I heard syllables. I heard sound effects and shit, but no words.
It was like the McDonald's order to drive-through speaker.
I saw the album.
This is only a big deal to me, I guess. So, everybody heard me say 1,000 times that Call of Duty World War II is not good. Never said I was ass. I just said the game's not good. I'm gonna say that every time just so people can listen because they don't listen.
The game is ass. Comes from Mozilla.
Michael Condrey is like the guy that usually communicates with the player base a lot about updates, patches, things that people may or may not want changed, things like that. He's the guy that talks about how much data he has to decide on whether or not they want to fix or change certain things. And a lot of people feel like, I don't know, that there's more stuff that they would like to see him do, but he doesn't want to do it. And then there's Glenn Schofield. Who's Glenn Schofield? This is the guy, the where Call of Duty goes. He
Michael
said,
Schofield, brother.
Michael Condrey, Glenn Schofield. I'm sorry. I might have mixed their names up.
No.
You said it right. You said he was joking.
I said Michael Schofield.
Oh.
Prison Break.
He said before Ghost came out, he said, I just want to let everybody know, Quickscope is not in the game. He did this with his hands. Quickscope is not in the game. It's a conscious decision that we made to take it, to remove it from the game. Since I got in the game, I got Quickscope. I got sniped out my shoes since the game started. He's that guy. So those two people, why am I even bringing them up? They're leaving. They are leaving Sledgehammer Games. Now, I don't know how y'all feel.
I think the game's still gonna be ass. I don't think that's gonna change nothing.
I don't celebrate people losing their jobs, but if people go on and exploring other opportunities to make more, whatever, I'm all for that. But in the interest of Call of Duty and making the game better, I do want to see newer people take over, because I don't necessarily like some of what I've seen on this year's game. Just little stuff that, like, why would you put that in there? And there's a lot of that. So anyway, those two guys are leaving.
I thought Activision was actually building something else, and they wanted them to be a part of that.
They're staying with Activision, so they're not like
they're about to go to Destiny DLC. That game
Fuck you, last
that, they would accept them with a warm welcome, and Prophecy wouldn't care because he's not playing it anyway.
They might do a third person. Remember, Michael Condrey wanted to do a third person game for the longest.
Nobody played that game.
Have fun on your Call of Duty, brother.
So maybe now we'll see changes to some.
Man, we ain't seeing shit. You getting the same bullshit every year, the same maps just changed around, and maybe you might not wall run because they ain't doing that no more. And you're gonna get them same bum ass guns. Fuck Call of Duty, nigga.
That my issue isn't when I'm saying that I didn't like from them two, or from Sledgehammer, not them two. I don't want to say what them out. Is stuff like this, right? 9 maps. I don't give a fuck. Anybody that defends the fact that the game came out with 9 maps, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. You're not welcome to watch the podcast. Just saying, if we find out who you are, we're gonna block you on site. You're not welcome here, dog. You're a weirdo. You're goofy. 9 maps. Oh. And don't get me wrong. I'm sure people are going to start naming games that released with 9 maps. Is that too little? Yes.
Oh, okay.
If that was
it's supposed to be like 14,
if that
15,
was the first, right? If that was the first Call of Duty and they only had 9 maps, that's fine. Like, I don't know if Overwatch had 9 maps when it came out. That's different. But like, this is like the 10th Call of Duty, and we had the least amount of maps. Shit like that, or just the fact that you made it so that like quick draw doesn't work unless you're standing still already. Quick draw is used by people that like to run around. Why would you make me stop to get the advantages of just shit like that? I don't want to get too much into it because I will be here for 45 minutes talking about what I don't like to see on Call of Duty games.
I think 9 maps would be okay if they weren't all garbage.
Let me ask you a question, Chase. This is strictly for Chase. Being the only Call of Duty veteran still in here. Name me 5 things that you like about Call of Duty still.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. I knew he was.
No, that's not. That don't count.
Why
don't
they count?
Because it used to be boots on the ground. That's not something different. That's not something new. That's something that they brought back.
All right. My
Name 5 things right now.
Playing
that
with
don't
my
count
friends.
either. That don't count either. That don't count, bro.
Most of the reason why a lot of people play games is because they play.
I ain't care about people.
I mean, but you can do that with any game, though. It's like
facts. You can do that with Battalion.
So Chase, veteran, name 5 things.
Yeah, fact. Like I want 5 reasons. I mean, you don't got to if you don't want to. It's cool.
Hold on.
I just want to know 5 reasons why you continuously play this game and why you still enjoy this game, this franchise. I shouldn't say this game. The only reason why I'm not considering friends is because we could all hop on Uno right now and have math fun. So
but the way you pitching the question is unfair because I haven't I didn't buy the last game. So
right. Well,
my question: why do I like the current game?
No, just in general. Why you still like this franchise?
Because okay, I can answer that. I can't necessarily give you 5 things right off top because I don't know if there are 5 things that I can just think of.
Because the only reason why I'm saying is because you said you can go, and we all can go around table for 45 minutes, tell us why we hate Call of Duty. Mm-hmm. So I just want to know why people still like it and why people still play it.
Okay,
like,
all right.
Other than the friends, like that's obvious. Other than like I don't know, like you can't even really use this. I mean, they changed the map so they're not as big anymore, but like the kill streaks don't even seem inventive anymore. They seem like rehashed and just.
But you're asking about components of the game though, and I don't know if I can just name 5 components. That's not really fair.
If I asked you 5 things you liked about Monster Hunter, I feel like you'd be able to name them.
Oh, you can give me 100
compared to Call of Duty.
But we haven't played Monster Hunter as long as we play Call of Duty. So that's why I'm asking specifically Call of Duty, because we've been playing it for damn near, 15 years, damn near?
I can answer the second question better than the five thing.
Okay.
All right, so Call of Duty was the first game that I played online that got me into online play. Now, I used to play Madden on PS2 here and there, but it was like Call of Duty was different. Like that game, I was addicted to Call of Duty when I first played it. So that's always going to stick with me, that to sometimes have the itch to want to play the game. And even though I didn't buy the last game, there were days where I would go and play Black Ops 2, hook my PS3 up, or anything like that. Call of Duty is the reason I started my YouTube channel. So there is a little bit of a soft spot for that. And overall, I do feel like Call of Duty did a lot for me as a gamer and got me interested in, you know what I'm saying, just getting involved with like media and that, like, because if I never made a YouTube channel, there's a lot of people I wouldn't have met y'all and stuff like that. And honestly, I get something from Call of Duty I don't get from other shooters, and I don't know what it is. That's the issue. Like me and Dub was talking earlier, Monster Hunter, if we really broke it down, it's a good game, but it's really the same thing over and over, right? Like you go, you find a monster, you fight it for about 3 to 5 minutes, it runs, you catch it, you fight it again, and you do the same thing over and over and over again. But it's like, I don't know what it is about that keeps me on the game.
So you could argue that with every game though. I mean,
right,
Pokemon is about going around a corner, catching the same Pokemon, fighting the same gyms.
So
but that's what makes those games special though.
I'm saying there's still something in Call of Duty that I still enjoy. I don't know what it is, and more specifically with World War II, I really don't know what it is. I literally said, though, y'all heard me say, like, if they put boots on the ground, I will buy it and play the game. That was my only requirement, and they did it. And this game feels like the Call of Duty that I first played. And it's not good, but it's, you know, I don't know.
I get, like, see, the thing is, I get the sentimental.
The nostalgia or the fact that you're hoping that it would revert back to that. Hey, man, that feeling that you had once played it. And I might be lagging again because Rick's talking about it.
No, I heard what you said though. I heard what you said. It's not
because it sounds like you're just hoping.
I'm not hoping for anything. I don't expect Call of Duty to get any better than it is today.
So then why do you keep buying it?
Because what it is today was enough for me to enjoy playing the game.
But you don't play World War II.
I don't play World War II?
You just said you don't play like that.
No, he puts in hours.
I didn't say that.
That shit.
Oh, I thought you said you don't like it.
No, I said the game's not good, but it's fun. I got 5.5 days played. That's a lot for me.
You got no life.
Like I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what the appeal is. Like because I finally feel like I'm out of that. I can't sit here and name like 10 things that make me really enjoy that game.
Yeah,
like,
but you play other shooters though, right? I don't have that. Like that's the only shooter that I really play.
Like for you specifically, the funny moments that you get in the game, I can count that.
But that's gonna happen. It don't matter the game, you know what
right?
I mean?
But I'm just saying, like, there's something about Call of Duty funny moments that's just really funny because there's nothing you could do about it.
Because the game is fucked up.
Yeah. But like I don't know. I guess.
But you have your other shooters that you can play. Like you'll hop on and you'll play other stuff and really consider. Like you play a lot of multiplayer games. I don't really play a lot of multiplayer games. Really think about it. Like I'll play multiplayer wise, MLB, Monster Hunter, Call of Duty. So the time that I might invest into multiplayer is going to go towards those 3 games. Like with you spend most of your time multiplayer. And you play a whole shit ton of multiplayer games.
Yeah.
So like you might not really have a space to even play that because there's so many other multiplayer games you want to play.
The funny thing is, if it was good enough, I would though.
It's not though. If you ask me, I think these Call of Duties are way behind the Call of Duties that were on last gen. Some people are going to disagree. It's fine. But Black Ops
No,
3 is the
nobody's gonna
best.
disagree with that. That
Some
shit
people,
is 100% fact.
well,
Nah,
the
some people
people,
would.
the people
Some
that
people
may
would.
have started with Ghost or Advanced Warfare are definitely going to say
Even Black Ops 2.
right. Like I prefer the older games, and a lot of that, honestly, we had this conversation a million times. I think YouTube is great, but I think a lot of what we've seen on YouTube messed up all the multiplayer games because people decide to put shit up to ruin the game for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like
Wings of the Redemption.
or at this point, like we can't even blame him for a lot of shit I'm saying because there's other people that have stepped in and did even worse stuff. But like 2K has been affected by that. I'm sure FIFA and Overwatch. I'm sure all these games get that stuff.
Yo,
I don't think Overwatch
I
gets
just feel like
affected by
over
that.
the years, Call of Duty has done nothing to bring. Like it originated as something that was new, different, and brought forth something. Over the many years, with just generation and just specifically, it hasn't done anything but bring loot crates.
I figured
That's
out.
not fair, though.
I think that's figued out though. It
Like, I
crossed
guess I
over
don't
into
understand
pop
why it's still
culture, though.
popular.
Because it crossed over into pop culture. I just had a fucking epiphany right now, and hopefully I'm not lagging.
It did that in 2000.
Yeah, I don't
though.
think that was not new.
Let me finish. Let me finish. You hear about Call of Duty in a variety of TV shows, music, movies, everything. You hear about Call of Duty constantly, even like way back in the day. That's why it continues to do this type of shit. And on top of that,
they're still doing that though.
and because it has a casual fan base, like ask any casual gamer, I guarantee he says he plays Call of Duty 2K, Madden, and shit like that.
Well,
Anybody
now
across
it's
the board.
Fortnite.
That's
Those things
why.
are
yeah,
changing.
I'm about to.
It's a lot
If
of
you
Fortnite.
ask
Play
if they
Fortnite,
play
Call of Duty.
a Monster Hunter or an Overwatch, they're gonna tell you that
I'm about
Monster
to
Hunter's
ruin all
too
this shit.
Overwatch is too cartoony, because I heard that shit from people too. There's a bunch of reasons as to why Call of Duty is still like relevant. It don't matter how much we might have a disdain for it and don't like it, because that shit's so casual and easy to pick up.
Nobody was questioning.
Hey, that's what people like.
Yeah, but Prof.
Nobody was questioning the relevancy of it. I was just saying, like, I'm trying to figure out why it's. Well, I guess technically, with that question, it is questioning.
Here's. Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
So,
Shit.
being someone on the outside looking in, because I've never ever really been a Call of Duty fan. I've always been a Halo fan, and then when Halo went down the dumps and I left that, I was a Destiny fan. So here's my question, because every time I played a Call of Duty, to me, besides when they moved from boots on the ground and jumping around and stuff, they've always felt like super, like bad shooters. So I don't understand why people are just now talking about Call of Duty being trash. When Modern Warfare 2 wasn't a good shooting game, really. Like, to me, they were always pretty bad. I don't know what happened.
I'm about to fuck this whole conversation up. So basically, the best Call of Duty that changed everything was Call of Duty 4. And y'all want to know why? It did something that no other game did, and that was voice chat. No, I said voice chat.
Kill streaks, too.
Voice chat wasn't. They didn't do voice chat first.
You don't know why I brought that up? You don't remember that?
I remember it. Don't do that.
I just remember
it took me a minute, and this topic is now closed.
We're talking way too long for Call of Duty, bro. I don't care.
No, that was a good question though.
It was a great question, but I know it's everything that we.
So you just gonna fuck? I don't care about your trolling. I actually wanted to answer. Come on, man.
I'm saying like he don't like Dub. I forgot your question, fam.
What was the question?
What was your question?
It was why are people just now jumping off the Call of Duty bandwagon when, to me, Call of Duty has always not been a good first-person shooter.
Because
it's always had flaws.
There's
so
a lot more good multiplayer games that are socially played by ex or current Call of Duty players. Like you remember where we couldn't get people to play nothing but Call of Duty. They wouldn't play Battle. They wouldn't touch Battlefield. They wouldn't touch Killzone. They wouldn't touch nothing for like 3 years.
I kind of would agree with that if it wasn't for the fact that so there weren't as many, but you still had Halo and Gears of War.
Yeah, but by the time when I say nobody, it was a lot of people where they had a console and they played one game. Call of Duty.
Yeah, you're still not wrong, because people would still like there was always that Halo, Gears of War, Call of Duty war all the time.
But think about it. I'm thinking about when I got into Call of Duty, Halo Reach came out, and people weren't happy about that game.
Yeah,
like. So
that's the only Halo I enjoyed back then.
I didn't understand Halo because I never really played it. I never had an Xbox.
Yeah, I didn't have an Xbox either.
So I didn't even know Halo was as big as it was, because by the time I was in the multiplayer, it was like Call of Duty is breaking all these records, and people got mad at Kobe because he did a Call of Duty commercial. He had a gun in his hand and shit, and they had all these
people got mad at him
celebrities.
for that?
That's what I'm saying. Like
People on
when he was talking about like the things that is being taught on TV and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, I remember the episode of Family Guy where Peter was playing Modern Warfare 2, but
And
he wasn't
that
playing
was probably
Black
like
Ops 3.
8-9 years ago. If we really think Call of Duty's been doing this shit for a long time, so Propsy, I understand your question, and I don't necessarily know how to answer it, and there's a lot of people.
I don't think nobody. That was an unfair question because I don't think nobody knows. I don't even think Activision knows how to answer that question.
That's the thing. Look,
they don't know.
Go ahead.
I could ask people the same thing about Fortnite and PUBG. While I like those games, I understand it. I personally, I don't know how people can play it like for like 1,000 hours. Because for me, there's not enough going on the game, and I understand. But like now, with my 8-year-old nephew who used to play Minecraft and all his friends, they're now playing Fortnite. And that's what they want to play all day. It's like I don't necessarily understand how people play it as much as they play it, because like me getting shot and then waiting 15 minutes before I see somebody coming from Call of Duty is not really something I would like to do. Like that's a game, Fortnite, I'll jump on every now and again to play, but I can't play it like everybody else does. And I'm not saying the game is bad, because it's a good game, and I understand the game. I'm a little surprised to see how the community and how like the fan base really like that shit. Like that's
fun.
Yeah,
it's
I
like the
Fortnite
new Call of
literally
Duty
every night.
It's crazy.
It's a change of pace. It's just a change of pace. That's why people like it.
It's just a different game. Like,
I get it.
Name another a shooter where you have to worry about building shit and protecting yourself. It's like combining Call of Duty and Minecraft.
It literally has player difficulty also, because like if you don't know how to build properly, you will get caught lacking.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing about what Prof said though about Activision not being able to answer that question? I think that's the problem with Call of Duty. I don't think Activision knows why people like their game, and that's why they're trying to do so much to change the game, and why nobody likes it. Nobody knows what that magic in Modern Warfare 2 was.
You saying nobody likes it? I think we as like people that's on the internet that we really in tune with the games and people from online opinion. I think a lot of times we get a little bit. I think we kind of forget what the casual people say. And I'm telling you right now, every reason that we hate a Call of Duty is the same reasons why millions of people like that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I just think Call of Duty's at the point where it's just tolerated.
It's definitely tolerated.
I agree with you.
I don't think that it's like loved or hated. I just think it's tolerated.
I think a lot of people love the game,
coming out.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
How do you don't think there's millions and millions of players?
Let me say that. When I look on Twitter and things like that and see my friends who don't play that many video games, who really don't play video games at all, I don't even know these people play games, they don't talk about playing Call of Duty anymore.
But
they say,
Twitter,
I just want another game. No, but these are also casuals.
But the internet is not real. The internet will tell you that like Meek Mill is not hot and all that, but then like you see what these people are doing outside the internet.
I mean, also by that logic, you could say that the internet will tell you Infinite Warfare was trash when there was thousands and thousands of kids that started playing that game.
Millions and millions of people playing it. And I'm sure even if 30% of the people like it, that's millions
but even then,
and millions of people.
Like that's a different example, because that actually changed shit with Call of Duty. Like that was a completely different game than any. That's why I always say, people, you might hate Infinite Warfare. We trash it all the time. I'm like, but that's
Advanced
the only Call of Duty. Advanced Warfare. That's the only Call of Duty aside from 4 that did something completely different. That added new features to the game, and people hated it. But I mean, it did something different. Anyway, next topic.
Shout out to Flynn92. He said 2K next. I hope not, but 2K, just the way things are looking and the way it's been received this year.
Read them donos, because we got like 2 or 3 donos.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring that up right after this. But see, that's the thing. Like, people have dedicated Call of Duty podcasts, and every week they can get through like a 2-hour show, and they do it every week for years. That's how much you could talk about that game. Raphael Williams said, have you guys ever heard or played this game called Pandemonium on PlayStation? It was made back in '96. Sorry for the late response, by the way. COD might get better if they bring in some new talent, but still have boots on the ground. Love GMG. Keep doing it. I never heard of Pandemonium.
I had that. It was actually on Sega Genesis also.
You had
it? It was fun as fuck. It was on the Sega Genesis also. It was fun as shit.
And I do agree with bringing in new talent, but see, while like a lot of people ask for new blood over at Nintendo and all that, then you get the switch from the people that have been there, and it's like, yo, you know, I don't even think you necessarily want new blood, and then you get new blood, you get Sledgehammer Games, and it's like,
I don't know about new blood because new blood didn't do nothing for Bungie.
I think having certain people in the same position for like decades and decades is bad for a lot of stuff. Not everything, but a lot of stuff.
I think it depends on the culture at the companies.
Yeah, that's a hell of a question though. Hold these nuts with 2 donations said, where you do a walkthrough on Darksiders 1 and 2 before 3 comes out. Thanks for the 2 donations, bro. I've never played Darksiders. Is that bad?
Fire.
Is it really?
I don't think it's bad that you've done.
I got both of them. Them bitches were fun.
I've never played Darksiders.
Yeah, I played 1. I didn't play it enough to beat it, but it was fun.
THQ. That's another one of their games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check it out. It's only, how much is it on Steam?
Why people talking about the thumbnail?
Should be $10, I think.
But we be having to chill sometimes. Like, we done all bought old games off Steam, super old, and them bitches just don't work.
Yeah.
Just straight just don't work.
But they ended up fixing it, thank God.
Yeah, because Ricky this punk buster though. You got me?
You know, your best friend that you took a long time to dismiss.
Whoa.
You know, told us to purchase.
Ricky.
Damn, that was crazy.
Yo.
But was that facts or not?
Did you get? Are you playing a video game right now?
No, I'm not. That Call of Duty conversation drained me, dog.
Probably I thought you didn't like Call of Duty no more. Ricky I think Ricky is exactly where you were like during Ghost.
He's depressed when he ever talks about it.
Every time he gets on, he's like, yo, I don't even know why we on here. Like, I feel like I should be playing something else.
Like, he's depressed.
Like, this shit's crazy.
Gun grip camos.
I'm proud. Listen, bro. I'm proud of my brother, bro. He finally has seen the light, bro.
He still bought the game. He's gonna buy the next one though.
Oh yeah, he is. But that means he ain't gonna put them 26 days in like we did.
Oh no, that shit dead though. It's dead.
I mean, Ricky buy and play everything at least once though.
Yeah. Ricky got more hours in Fortnite than he does the last 3 Call of Duties.
Yeah, that's true. I got like almost 200. I got like 200 hours.
You ain't too like annoyed at puzzles, are you?
No, I'm annoyed at Call of Duty.
No, I talking about Chase. You might do Darksiders because it has puzzles. At least the first.
I like
puzzles. The first one is puzzle heavy. The second one they kind of toned down on the puzzles.
I don't mind. We come from that. You know what I mean?
Not motion control puzzles though, Nintendo.
Yeah, nah.
No.
We brought up Battle Royale. So shout out to the homies over here at GamingIlluminati.com. GamingIlluminati.com, 3mglive.com. Them is y'all 2 news websites, bro.
Make sure y'all cop the GI hoodie as well.
Yeah, GI hoodie's fucking popping. I'm sorry.
Yeah, M4G, they just do opinion pieces. They don't even.
I don't even know what is that. I only know GamingIlluminati.com.
I actually don't even know that other. I actually don't know that website.
Well, don't go over there, opinionated piece. It's opinion pieces, and they do a lot of like clickbait and you know, they'll do stuff like the title of the article will be like, "Why Fortnite is the stupidest game and people are dumb," and like. It'll have like 1,000 heat. They do stuff like that. Anyway,
it'll be like Bluehole's going out of business.
Meanwhile, wait, you said who went out of business?
No, they'll clickbait saying Bluehole's going out of business, but it was really because maybe there's less player base on unknown battlegrounds. Yeah, they'd be exaggerating.
Speaking of games like that, H1Z1 has lost 90% of his player base.
It took that long.
Good for them. Yeah, good for them.
I thought that would have taken way longer than it did.
Yeah,
they didn't like. Was that game even fully released or like done being out of beta?
I have no idea.
Brandon Green left.
You know what?
Have 0 hours in that game.
I respect that because they was fighting tooth and nail to stay afloat. You got to go down sometimes.
They wasn't fighting hard enough.
I mean, but when the Juggernaut comes, you got like you just can't.
It ain't no Juggernaut. They said for 3 years that it was coming to PS4 and Xbox One, and it didn't come out. Mm-hmm. So they lost on purpose.
They got knocked off their own block. By,
how you let another nigga come in and take your shoes?
I mean, when you went like, even if their game did come out on PlayStation, that game wasn't that good.
It wouldn't. It would have been way more successful than it was.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? That game didn't even get outbeat from PlayerUnknown. It was getting already damage done by PlayerUnknown. It was Fortnite that destroyed that shit.
Oh yeah, it had to fight.
Like like DayZ's comp was H1. H1 was putting them paws to DayZ. H1 said they was coming out for PS4 and Xbox One. Then PUBG came up out of nowhere and said, "Guess what? We're gonna come out." And then Fortnite said, "No, we coming out.
Got all that
shit. And it's free, nigga. Do something about it."
Niggas, bro.
Here's what happened. They was Hunter rank 2, and they had to fight a Rathalos and a Diablos, and they just couldn't handle it. It was a GG.
That's exactly what it was.
It was
there is now a Battle Royale game that's going to have 400 people. Man.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's going to be called Maverick's Proving Grounds.
I'm not playing it
this year.
My PC might crash.
If I'm not mistaken, it's an MMO game. Like the base game that it's based off is actually an MMO game, and
So
they're
it's just
turning
like a
it into
mode.
right, and they're turning it into a PUBG.
Oh, so it's kind of like how Fortnite started.
I mean, it sounds like it could be a lot of fun. I just there's too many of these games out, and
PlayStation's coming out with one too. I don't know if it's exclusively PlayStation, so I shouldn't say that, but I did see PlayStation talk about it, and it's like the wolf, something about wolves, but it's another Battle Royale game.
Yeah, Xbox showed one at E3 too. It was called what was that called? Damn,
I don't even know.
But it was pretty fun. I played it. It's kind of fun.
I don't have an issue with Battle Royale.
I do.
But like, well, I want you to tell me why in just a second. Like, PUBG works just because I don't know why PUBG works. But at least with Fortnite, there's a whole different component that separates it and offers something different than PUBG. So I can get why some people may want to do that because of the building. But like, if you're just going to do a basic Battle Royale, 100 man, you know what I'm saying, last man standing, it's just going to be a normal shooter. I just... Like, I don't know why all these games are going to do this.
Their gimmick is 400, though. They got 4 times the amount.
The game I was talking about is called Fear of the Wolves by Vostok Games. And it's PUBG similar, driven, drops players in an oppressive and radiation ravaged Chernobyl, and so on and so forth. It's supposed to be coming out this year. I'm a fan of if you give too much, it loses its taste. I hated playing. I hated like the whole craze that was zombies. Like for a while, like it's cute when it's like a few people, but when every TV show is doing it or every movie coming out is doing it, I get tired of it, bro. Because they starting to put Battle Royale in every game.
Yeah, it's happening.
There's a fucking Kirby game with Battle Royale in it, cuz.
What?
Kirby.
It's coming to Red Dead, and it's also in it's also in Paladins too.
That's a Kirby game, dog. That's fucking Battle Royale. Man.
Yeah, but if there's a Pokemon Battle Royale, would you play it though?
Just because I would play it doesn't mean I don't like it.
I know.
Well, how would they even do that?
You pick a certain Pokemon?
Yeah, pretty much. But like, yeah, there's a Kirby game on 3DS right now that you can play that's Battle Royale. Like, I mean, Mario's gonna be next. Donkey Kong, like I just don't. It's too much of a good thing. Like, it was cute when it was a few, and even though I think Dying Light Battle Royale is gonna be kind of lit, I'm tired of seeing it.
Oh wait, this Kirby Battle Royale game actually is kind of cool. It's not really a Battle Royale game like the other. This is just a it's like a mini game type thing where you just have a bunch of little.
HL is gonna have Battle Royale.
Battalions gonna have Battle Royale.
Fuck out it.
Y'all too, yo.
That game can't even have a stable team deathmatch.
Sea of Thieves is gonna have a Battle Royale.
They don't even got fishing for them, man.
Yo, Flock timed somebody out because they said Fortnite killed 2K though. Shout out to Flock, man.
2K gonna have a battle. No,
I wouldn't. Here's my issue. Above all else, all right.
I wouldn't put it past Call of Duty though.
We know it's coming, and it's gonna be laggy as hell.
Yeah.
My issue with the Battle Royale is less about the repetitiveness of like all these games basically doing the same thing, and it's more about y'all investing resources that could go into other modes and making your other parts of the game better, just so y'all could do this. Because that's what happens. Like, that's why people still to this day did not understand why people don't like remasters, and I've said a million times, because they are taking resources that could be spent to make new projects on old projects. So when you do Battle Royale, you have that, like, that needs to be constantly maintained. That could go to something else, man.
He said Joe Montana football battle.
Hey, McGregor. Hey.
Want me to time him out?
No, don't time him out.
Yeah, somebody also.
Man.
Reckless about to spot. That's why I timed him out.
Somebody also said I look like 15 Cent from Proud Family movie.
My thing is, if they so for battle royales, what I need to see for these companies that are watching and listening, if you're gonna plan on doing a battle royale game, I need you to give me an incentive for winning. Because most of these games don't give you no incentive to winning. It's just win, and that's it. Like, give me a reason to want to win. I mean, because I like the aspect of just playing and trying to get these chicken McNuggets or these chicken dinners, and it's more or less the principle. Like, yo, you could say that you won. Well, that's what we call them in Fortnite, chicken McNuggets. But, like, I just want to be rewarded for it, bro. Like, I just want to feel like I'm accomplishing something other than the fact of beating 99 other people. Like, I need something to go with that. I don't know really what it is that I'm looking for, because Fortnite gives you like different umbrellas and shit like that, and PUBG just gives you nothing. It just says winner, chicken digger.
Congratulations.
I'm waiting for like a fighting battle royale where you just go around and beat each other up.
I need
that wouldn't be that bad.
If
actually,
I see somebody, I should know how good they are about the shit they got on, because you don't see people with it on. I think that's something that needs to be in the game. And when I'm playing Monster Hunter, like, and I be seeing some of these dudes, you know that they're foreign the game, and that was one of my complaints.
Well, that's not saying much. Monster Hunter, if you see anything that's not English, you know that means it's real.
Yeah,
hey,
they name is anything other than English.
Them Asian dudes be fainting on me. They about the end game Asians they ain't like the low rank and high.
Yeah, rank. I'm about to. Yo, I was playing with somebody the other day. Yo, I meant to tell you and Carter. She was 206, cuz.
What?
Like Monster Hunter rank.
How does anybody have more hours than me?
I have
no life this game. Like, the fact that somebody can be quadruple the level I am, I just maybe more than
you go to bed later.
They probably know.
Maybe there's multiple people on the account.
They probably play every single Monster Hunter, so they know the most efficient way to do everything in that game.
You're probably China #1.
I'm pretty sure that's one.
Nah, she was. Nah, that was a girl. She definitely wasn't China #1. Like,
hey, Ricky, we not speeding past what you just did. What was that?
I used to do that in Battle Royale. PUBG. China #1. They do that all the time.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, they do that all the time. And some of them
they do. No, they do 24/7.
They do that all the time because China be beasting.
Or they be like, I'm a snake. They don't even be beasting. They be cheating. That's why half.
Yeah, they be cheating.
That's why Blue. They fucking banned, like, it said, like, what, 90% of users hackers are from China. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Man, them Asian
like
dudes
90%
is
of the community.
Like,
Asian dudes is lit, man.
On Monster Hunter, usually. Yo, I just want to say, if you play Monster Hunter and you doing like a high rank mission, and somebody with dual blades comes in and faints, you should probably leave, because they're going to faint 2 more times. You should just get out of there and save yourself.
It's a GG.
Like, because they're reckless. And I'm not saying everybody with dual blades. I'm just saying we see them dudes. They got low health and they still fight, and they ain't trying to take no potions or nothing. Get out of there as fast as you can.
Chase.
Like, actually.
What?
I was going to say, you said Chinese dudes are great. So if you know so much, what's the main call out in Godzilla? Answer right now.
Wasn't that Japan?
Same shit.
Yeah. All right, yo, let's yo.
Like,
hey, yo. Chris Tucker did that shit in one of the movies. Hey, people watching. Ricky on his own. We ain't co-signing his ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Ricky, you on your own with that one, bro.
My bad, dog.
Oh my.
He did that on one of the rush hours.
He was like, spat all these little girls running around.
I think it was the first one he did that shit.
The opinions and views based off of GMG podcasts are not.
I don't even. Where do we like? Oh, there's no more topics, so we about to do Game of L's. But I'm just, Ricky. Like you stepped out for a minute. When you came back, you was like complete savage. What happened, bro? What you eating, bro?
I was eating grilled curry chicken with vegetables.
That's why you said
That's a full-on meal right there.
Side of butt cheek.
I can't eat nothing else, man.
Dude,
Gotta slow it down.
Same shit. This man got to go, coach.
Hey, chat. I'm sorry. It's my man right here. It ain't me, man.
He said at least be a smart.
That's what
baby.
happens when you keep me in this long ass Call of Duty talk, dog. It just blurred
I
me.
ain't gonna blame Call of Duty.
How you
for
gonna
that.
blame
He been
Bosch?
waiting. He been waiting. That angle you took to even do that was just crazy.
Look, if Dr. Disrespect can get away with that shit on Twitch,
He
I'm
didn't get away with it.
That's the
He
absolute.
kinda
Wait,
did.
so
He
why
kinda
is this
did.
account still up?
You right? You kind of.
Okay then. So I'm saying it. Gayaka. Kazuki. My
Hey
bad.
yo, all right. It's time for the game.
Percolator. It's time for
This
percolator.
dude. So Game of L's. I'm starting with my game. Where's the footage?
I'm going last.
What was the name of your game?
It was
Daddy Dayton.
Yo, T-Mac. Yo, chill, man. Yo, chill, son.
where I can't find the footage. Hold
Yo,
on.
chill, B. Word to Brooklyn, nigga. Chill. Yeah, click on that porn real quick, boy.
Yo,
I don't have the porn on the gaming PC.
So what is that
you got
thing
it.
right down there? It says footage create. Hentai.
Footage crate.
I mean, if you ain't got the laptop, then
Yo, your
I'm
desktop.
You gotta
is
clean that
disgusting, yo. Clean all this mem cards, reshade, my MC. It's all over the place.
Damn.
Y'all really bothered by my desktop? That's
It
crazy.
is. It's very frustrating.
Like you have a default plain ass background with like a bunch of folders.
I
That's just
can't
disturbing.
find my footage that I recorded.
Probably because everything everywhere.
No, I know where all my stuff is. You know what?
Say cringe games. I see you.
All right, well, I'm just going to use the footage I had last week then.
Yeah, go ahead. Use the footage last week.
So Ricky gave me a game. It's literally, I mean, I don't want to take this the wrong way, but it's literally, the game is literally like gay. You do gay things. It's called...
Like, it's literally people, like, you're not being homophobic. That's what
it's
you,
literally...
That's what the game is about. It's what the game is about.
That's what you
It's
do.
literally...
About touching man's butt.
It's literally about touching man's butt. It's called Dream Daddy. And you're basically a single dad to a high school girl who's looking to go to art school and looking to go to college. So you're dealing with that whole thing. I guess, yeah, the mother died.
But is that something in the story you got to... Wait, the mother... So you... What?
Yeah, so when the game starts, you're kind of going through a biography. Your daughter's gonna hand you a series of photos, and you're gonna kind of like lay out the backstory. So,
But did you get some ass though?
I'm about to. We getting there. Don't. I gotta lay the foundation on this so you can get a full understanding of what this game is. So you're a single dad, and you're moving. You're moving from your house to another house. And like you're meeting people. The whole game is just text. It's just a text game. I did have like a parody to like a Pokemon battle, but I was just bragging to this guy at the park. So like the options were like brag, item, and like the items were like your daughter's achievement. So you was trying to one up each other, talking about your kids. It was weird.
My daughter's still a virgin.
Wait, did you stream this? Damn.
No,
did you stream this game?
I couldn't do it, bro. It's just all text.
So you didn't do voiceovers for this?
I just couldn't do it, man. I was very disturbed that Ricky would give this to somebody that he knew. Like this.
Yeah. I just want to know one thing though: was you top or bottom?
Hold on, y'all not let me
pitching or was you catching?
Let me do it.
I'm done.
All right, so look. So let me tell you how crazy the game is.
He was definitely catching.
For whatever reason, you keep finding yourself talking to men, and there's like all these innuendos with that the man you're talking to is saying that could be perceived as like hitting on you and all that. So I created my character. My character's name was 3MG. He had a yellow box.
What?
He had a yellow box, though?
I swear to God, I created Ricky because I felt that it was only appropriate to create 3MG and have 3MG do things with men. So
where you could get back at him.
So
That's
3MG he goes to the park. He goes to the bar. When 3MG gets to the bar, there's this chick, and she's drunk. She's always drunk, and she hits on every guy that comes in there. And of course, 3MG didn't want to talk to her because he likes men. So you basically tell her like, yo, no, thank you. You know what I'm saying? You can get away from me. And then this guy steps over, you know what I'm saying? And then 3MG starts talking to the guy. Next thing you know, he asks you to come back to his place. 3MG proudly accepts. And then like the text tells you like that he fumbles his keys. Like it's some real, like I got some real visual shit, you know what I mean? He fumbles his keys and then like he's like, you know, I don't kiss and tell. And then 3MG was like, good. And then you hear the creak of the door open, and then you get in there, and he's like, well, you know, I usually don't do. Ricky's like, my bad. 3MG's like, I usually don't do this. I swear to God, I swear I'm not making any of this up. I swear to goodness. He's like, yo, I usually don't do this. You know what I'm saying? And then the gentleman said to 3MG, well, do you want me to stop? And then like 3MG's like, absolutely not. And then you wake up in the morning, and dude's just not in the house. He comes out, he got his shirt off. It's a bunch of foolishness. You get back to the house. That's what this game is. You just meet
in other
men,
words,
and you
was
date.
out here sucking farts out of men's butts.
It was booty, the eating booty game, but men butts, and like look at the men on the game.
So what I just heard is 3MG got banged, and then nigga just left. That's what it just sounds like.
Yeah, and then you explain to your girl, because you're supposed to be back at the house, like where you was, and like you go to the mall with your girl, and you like get coffee, and that's pretty much the whole game. It's just, you know, it's, what did I like about the game? The character creation was kind of lit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. Like you was really able to custom. It was I mean, it's obviously like a parody of some kind, because Game Grumps, those dudes are funny. They have YouTube channels and stuff like that anyway. And I just couldn't get over like the way these dudes look, the way that Ricky was describing, like 3MG was describing the men as you see them. It was like he said my man was dashing though. Like, when the last time you said another dude was dashing, you know what I mean, or anybody was dashing? Never. That's what I'm saying. He said there was a dashing gentleman that was staring in the corner at the bar.
Was it like Telltale though? Did you get to actually make the decisions?
You do get to make the decision. So at some point, I could have told the dude that took 3MG home that I didn't want to do anything, but I felt like that wouldn't really be the 3MG way of doing things. So I had 3MG go ahead and do option B and just tell him, you know what I mean? So all in all, I mean, I was able to play this game while doing other stuff, so it wasn't bad at all. You know what I mean? I wasn't forced, because this game was able to run on my laptop, which was amazing for me, because I was able to play like 2 games at once. And I mean, game of L's wise, this game is garbage. But like, this might be in the middle tier of games that I've seen people have to play. The big rig trucks of the world, Pong, things like that. I would rather play this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to stream this whole cuz.
The game, we got to give a game of L score,
send me that, cuz I'm about to stream that.
I got tomorrow. You. The game so are we going to start doing the game of L score? I give this game on terms of game of L's, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It was garbage enough to be game of L's. But
what would you give Hotline Miami?
I get out of 1 out of 10, dog. For game of L's, the game itself is I'm saying it got 9s and 10s in reviews. The game is excellent. So if you get that to somebody, game of L's is supposed to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get a 7. No, I'm gonna get this a 6 out of 10.
All right, 6. That's not bad.
Ricky, do you have anything that you want to say? You gave me the game.
What? Takala?
What was my body count? What was my
your body count? We was 4 dicks in. Oh, my bad. We was 4 dudes in.
Ain't no we, nigga. You was taking them dicks. I don't give a damn what you named.
I was taking them?
No, we talking about Chase.
They didn't get that. They didn't get that deep. That was a pun.
No, they got that deep. They got that deep in that ass.
Was I giving it or was I taking it?
Balls deep.
They was balls deep in
I
that
don't
ass.
know, man.
You didn't let him.
Anybody offended by my whole little thing that I just did about the game, you are sensitive and you can get out of here because I ain't do nothing but talk about the game. These are jokes, people.
Yo, I think
Yep.
Chase enjoyed the game personally.
Was Pong be a 10 out of 10?
Yeah. Yeah, for Game of L's, that's a 10 out of 10. That game is yeah. We there's a new rule for Game of L's, guys. We can't give people games that are not beatable. So if it's just a game that literally goes on forever, we can't.
So then why did you give me the damn? I can't believe it's not gambling.
It's a new rule. We just
Well, you can beat that though. Just collect
you
everything.
cannot. No, you can't.
Okay. So hold on, Ricky. Since you so enthused, I gave Ricky a game called I Can't Believe It's Not Gambling. We're gonna put the gameplay on the screen for you right now. All you do is open up like trash cans and so forth.
No, it's not even trash cans only.
All right, so go ahead and tell us about your Game of L's experience on I Can't Believe It's Not Gambling.
This is punishment for those who think that there's like end goal for buying supply drops, but pretty much you just open. There's different tiers too to this shit with one song that keeps playing on repeat. One song on repeat the whole time. I had to knock the song off, bro. It was ridiculous. They got the nerve to add VSync as a setting option in the graphics. They got an option to make this game 4K. They got an option to uncap the frames like this shit really mattered.
Was the 4K in frames lit though? Like
it was smooth. As they opened up, you see just nothing but nice looking trash cans of Legendary. And the crazy shit was there's achievements to this game too. There's actual achievements. So you would think like, all right, bet once I go broke, I beat the game. No, the purpose of this game is that this is what you get. Now you're going to become the richest person. You got to keep opening up loot. So I thought it was only trash cans. And as I kept scrolling to the right, there was levels to this shit. So you had like trash cans. Then you had cardboard boxes. You can open up cardboard boxes. Then after that, you could open up rocket ships. Then after that, you open up old treasure chests. It was legit nothing. The same shit over and over for 3 hours.
So you didn't get like nicer trash, like in the rocket ship compared to the trash?
Yeah, got like a zebra skin.
Oh,
Zebra skin. I'm thinking, yo, he's almost done. And then I actually got like a zebra skin trash, and it gave me 20 million. I knew I was fucked because I had to continue playing. There was no end goal.
Look at the gameplay, y'all. Like the people watching, look at the gameplay on the screen. This is all he was allowed to do for 3 hours, man.
Yep. So what was the nicest thing that you got?
The nicest thing that I got was was actually like this galactic looking treasure box. Yeah, I kept that one. But the game was garbage, 10 out of 10. Absolute garbage.
This game is a parody. So you give it a 10 out of 10?
It was definitely a 10 out of 10.
Is there anything you liked about this game?
No. No.
So,
No.
It was only $2,
the first minute,
right?
It was $1.
that cost money. So damn.
It's $1. I mean, only $1, but I'm mad they had achievements.
So the first minute you heard the song, you didn't think the song was at least okay?
The song was so fire when I bumped it on. Then I noticed as I'm streaming and as I'm playing before stream, I'm just like, yo, this shit don't have a soundtrack. Like, there's no playlist. It's the same shit.
You didn't like the vibrant color of the room? Like, it got a nice blue tint?
No. After an hour, it got sickening.
Oh.
It was bad.
So it looked like you really had a rough time.
Because imagine sitting here opening up loot, dog. Opening up loot. I would rather open up gun camos and weapon skins, gun clips and shit in Call of Duty. This shit was terrible. Yo.
I ain't gonna lie, it sounds better than taking dicks. I could sit there for 3 hours opening loot. I don't know if I could sit there for 3 hours taking
Yo,
dicks.
you see that right there?
There's
you
no graphic stuff on that game, though. You just talk. You can't see anything.
But you see that little moving shit here that's like a fake Pac-Man? So I thought, dog, I thought I was broke, right? Because I was like, all right, I got zero money now because nothing gave me currency. So I'm like, bet. So I said, yo, let me just try this then real quick. I was going to say, look, I beat the game. I got no money left. But I ended up screwing myself over because when you collect one of those things, that shit gave me $1 million. I said, fuck, man, I got to keep playing this. That's actually to help you get more money. So that's terrible, bro. Never again.
Great. I'm glad I could get you because you got me. Now we even.
Wait, how was the snake, yo? Was the snake fun?
It didn't look like that in the beginning. That's like a build-up. So all you got to do is, as you keep collecting, you earn more money. I don't even know why they even have this option. Because it's not even like they have an end goal of what you can get and shit. Like, there's nothing. It's just nothing. Look, you see how he earned money off that coin?
Yeah.
Crazy. Trash.
Yeah, you sound depressed, man.
Because I deleted the game off my joint. And I requested a refund. Yeah. I want my dollar back.
You're supposed to beat that, man.
Wait, you played it for more than 2 hours, so you can't get a refund.
3 hours. Oh,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can?
No.
So you asked for a refund for $1 game?
No, I filed a dispute.
For $1 game?
Yeah, man, that's just bad, bro.
for $1.
I don't want to see it in my library.
Nigga said that game ain't even worth a McChicken, cuz that's crazy.
$1.
That guy cheated. Look at him, 999.9. He got the hip hop gamer stat right there.
I was just about to say that. I swear to God.
What does that got to do?
Oh my God.
Moving on. Proxy, you got, what's the name of this? Aquaman Battle for Atlantis on GameCube. Talk about this though. You know what I'm saying? Was it everything you thought it was going to be, or was it even better?
It was actually not a bad game. A terrible game of L game. That's like a 1, maybe 2. Nah, if Hotline is number 1, then that's definitely like a 3.5. The game wasn't trash, to be honest with you, especially realizing this from GameCube. Have I had worse? Nah. Maybe that was the worst game ever.
What about
Carter's game he gave me was pretty trash. That's the worst game I ever played.
Oh, that's the game that you couldn't beat.
No, you couldn't even do anything in that game. Like half your body was off the screen. But in this game, the only issue I had with this main game is it doesn't tell you no buttons, what to do. So I spent like 30 minutes just trying to figure out how to start the fucking game. And then every time that I play the game, after you get to a certain point, it just crashes. The game, I don't know what it is. It just crashed. So I kept replaying the same shit over and over and over and over. Then we were streaming it for a little bit, and then we got a little bit further. The combos is actually kind of nice. You can call for help, like dolphins and sharks and shit like that. It wasn't really bad, bro. Like I'm saying, this wasn't that trash of a game, to be honest. Like I'm actually really impressed. Thank you, Woozilla. You blessed me with another decent game for Game of L. This wasn't Superman 64 bad, but it wasn't like great, but it wasn't terrible. Like listen, bro, I'm smiling.
Wait, didn't Prof get hot on my end? Why Prof always get off easy?
Yeah, I'm chilling, cuz I was having a good time.
Yo, he gets Hotline Miami, he gives out Pong and Friday the 13th.
Nah, y'all ain't see shit yet. I'm about to go in.
Yo, and then the thing is, like, if there's one, like, I really didn't say nothing bad about the game, but like the music was actually kind of lit. Like,
yo, man, what was ass about the game, bro? I need to hear what was trash.
To be honest with you, the only thing trash about the game was it kept closing. I was actually really enjoying this motherfucker, and it just kept closing. like, it wasn't really that bad, bro. Like, once I took in consideration that it's on GameCube, the only bad thing about the game, like, for real, nobody ever asked for an Aquaman game. So, like, that's probably the worst thing ever. Other than that, like, that shit wasn't trash at all, bro. I thank you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Why don't you go ahead and show people the game I gave you?
All right, so this is the final Game of L's game for this week, and Woo had the pleasure.
My game.
Oh wait, you had Plumbers Don't Wear Wait, you had
gas. He had gas.
He had gas.
I said I was gonna give Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. That was the game I said I was gonna give him.
No, that's not what you said. You said you was gonna give me Aquaman, and I went with it. And later you said I'm gonna give you some plumber shit, but it was too late, bro. It was already locked loaded.
Nah, son.
It was already 3 points.
You ain't got my damn game.
Yo, Gazuki.
I legit fell asleep playing this live on stream. So, I'm going to turn my head back. First off, fuck this game. Fuck whoever made it. They could all eat a dick because this game is some bullshit. Let's go ahead and get into it, goddamn.
You really turned your head back.
First off,
you
can't beat Chase just made up a new rule saying that you have to give him a game that you can beat. You can't fucking beat this game. Not only are you supposed to collect some fucking voice chat interactable bullshit, you can't pick them bitches up. You walk up to them and you look at them. You can't die. You can't even progress to the other fucking collectibles because there's an invisible wall that you can't walk past.
How you know you just wasn't good enough?
Nah, nigga. Not even that. It literally has it on the goddamn reviews that you can't walk past it. I left a review live on stream that talked about how bad the game was. You know what you were saying? So you're going to get hit by asteroids? I didn't get hit by no motherfucking asteroids. I was trying to get hit and didn't get hit. And as fucking health is 0%, you can't die. You keep walking around for at least 5 to 10 extra goddamn minutes, and then the screen finally says you're dead. Restart. But here's the fucked up part: you can continuously walk around this dead fucking space moon crater bitch rock. Fuck this game. I hate whoever made this shit. I don't understand how this shit got cleared. This literally was the bane of my existence. This was the only game that I could actually say that made me think and like be happy that Sledgehammer existed. That's how bad this game was.
I'm glad I could provide
Fuck this game. Fuck
glad I could make your game of L's of one truly a good experience.
Yo, this DLC.
Here's what made it worse. Here's the fucked up part.
Yeah, there's DLC.
There's DLC for it. You have to buy Mars.
Did you buy Mars?
Fuck no.
How do you even know if the game is good or not? What? Play half the game.
Yo, this was made by...
This makes it even more dumb. When you fucking start up the game, you know, like whenever you like start a game off on PC, how you can't move your mouse up to the other screen without like alt tabbing. I was able to control the game from my second monitor.
Did it have full controller support?
Yes.
Yeah, that's already better than PUBG. PUBG didn't have full controller support.
This game can eat a sack of baby dicks. Fuck this game and fuck the devs. I hope they get hit by a bus.
So would you recommend it for a friend?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, what?
I need you to rate this game at L's experience out of 10.
This was a solid 10 out of 10.
No, but it's reversed. The game of L rating scale is reversed.
So what?
Wait, no, you're good. No, one is... Oh. No, you're good. You're good. My bad.
It can't be a 10. Look at these graphics.
It's 10 out of 10?
That's what makes it even more annoying. The graphics were fucking decent, but the game is trash, and all you hear is this nigga's heavy ass breathing.
This is what No Man's Sky should have been.
This game make you want to wipe my ass with sandpaper. You can't even get to that area over there. That shit, you can't even get to that.
Yo, tell me one thing you liked about the game.
Not a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, we about to have a new rule where you got to buy all DLC. Yo, guys, I think that's about it.
Fuck this game.
I can't wait to see the random people who they just show up from that YouTube search and they get to our Game of L segment and they get offended by like stuff that was said. And
they're gonna get offended by what you said. Plus, I'm offended because I still don't know if I was the wide receiver or the QB.
You were definitely the wide receiver.
There's no way to know.
Odell out here.
I don't know if I was
first of all, I'm gonna tell you the reason why you're the wide receiver. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. If you wake up and you still in the bed and the other nigga gone, you would definitely take it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh, hold on. Am I Gronkowski or OBJ?
You Odell, bro. You was out here getting caught by Eli.
No, Mr. C from Hot 97.
Oh.
Oh, nah, I ain't commenting now.
My bad. Mr. C ain't not Hot 97 no more, but I just decided to throw that in.
But I mean,
sorry.
But was it lit though?
What?
I played my role.
And the game was fun. I was like smiling the whole time at how ridiculous the whole concept was like.
Well, don't worry, I got another one for you because it's similar, but it's a little bit different in the same sense.
Is it beatable?
Yeah, it's beatable, all right. Beatable.
All right, guys. I'm gonna see if there was any final donations because I don't want to forget about y'all.
Why Ricky want to know though?
I gotta know, bro, because I don't want to look bad out here in these streets. I was hoping I was putting in work. Sorry.
I think we are going to wrap this show up with no intros and no outros. Does anybody have any last words? Thank everybody for coming through. Last week I ain't gonna lie to y'all. What was going down last week? It wasn't gonna be no podcast, family.
GTV.
Wait, what? What you mean?
Got the draws.
Last Wednesday, dog.
Got you. Oh yeah, man. Chill, man. There was too much. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna end the show with
you
Ricky doing
all
that.
that on that nigga too.
Yeah, we're gonna stop. We're gonna go ahead and stop here, guys. We're gonna holler at y'all next week. GMG episode 177. No intros, no outros. We are out.